Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another fantastic episode of Fail PG. As usual, I am the Mighty Mage. With us tonight we have Ross the Boss,
Yo, 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 what up, what up?
the Goat,
Hey, what's up?
and Surge.
I have no words. As per usual, words have yet again failed me.
What?
Well, it's Fail PG, so of course they failed you.
I love when go just go. So
I mean, it's better than most times though, where he just like completely clueless of the B-roll and he just kind of looks around and is like, "What's happening?" So
I don't know why I just channeled MD Nice right there. If you didn't notice that, he didn't know.
Shouts out to MD Nice, by the way, who also has gone back into production this past week on filming, from what I heard. So they're back in filming.
Yep. Why do I feel like I am kind of high right now?
I don't know.
So just my
You
camera.
sound like you're kind of high. Now, the question is, do you have any of those good drugs left, and are you sharing with the rest of us?
I mean, I got some shrimp somewhere around here.
He's lying. He's stingy. He's probably taking it all already to himself.
Let's see.
He doesn't want to say anything.
Probably.
I think I got the good stuff right here. This is like the good stuff.
Ooh, that is the good stuff right there. Look at that
Yes,
shiny
good stuff.
ancient metal right there. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, that's a shiny ancient metal. Then you got that one, that's blackety, 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 black.
Mhm.
And then you got how are we doing today, guys? You ready for a lovely game?
No.
A game,
Okay.
yes. Lovely. I mean, I'm DMing, so
I mean,
probably more pain than love.
That's the game I'm waiting on.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a fun, nice and easy, go lucky game today. I'm hopeful that we will not fail.
Is there another GM in the room here that I don't see? I mean,
No, not yet, but soon.
Oh yeah. Listen, if we get through this one,
if you can get through this one.
We'll get through this one.
we're almost done anyway. So
You don't know that.
I mean, it's striker. You're right,
We all hope that you're almost done with this one, but
but it's
with
striker.
your track record, who knows?
This striker. That's all you need to know.
It's not just
that,
striker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just know that between you and Noel, we've stretched this out about 40 episodes.
We tried to end it multiple times.
By killing yourself? That's not a way to
We
go.
tried to kill. I tried to kill myself. Serpent's egg. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was a good attempt. I mean, if you'd taken a couple more bites, that might have done the trick.
Oh yeah.
But it was the instant hit that kind of said, nope, not getting
So
no more.
by the time this one goes up, ladies and gentlemen, we will be on episode 39 officially. Just so you
Wow.
know. This is episode 39.
So maybe we can hit lucky number 40 and be done. You know what? You should just end it now. Everybody just blows up on the boat and be like, this. It's like, what will happen in episode 40? There wouldn't be no 40.
Oh,
But since the
Goes
ship
on
blow
rampage,
up,
Wait,
kills
wait.
everybody else,
So wait,
gets on the boat,
wait.
and then gets eaten by a serpent.
So wait, we're ending this like a terrible movie during the early 2000s?
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
hold on. In that case, roll credits.
But what you don't know is that the ship blows up and Striker just goes through a portal and ends up in the future. I'm still going to do this bit the whole time. Striker's going to the future.
Dear Lord.
Oh no. Oh.
I don't need that to happen.
None of us need that to happen.
Winter's coming and then he just froze in a block of ice.
My God.
The earth blows up and it just a big old block of ice just flies out into space and gets caught up by it.
Wait, Striker becomes Fry.
Yes.
I like this idea even less now. At least
And I woke
Fry
up in
was
the
comical.
year- Wait, I can't sing the song, but I woke up in the year 3000. If y'all know what song is that, hit in the comments below.
To be fair, Striker and Fry probably share the same single brain cell.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. At this
Mm.
point, I wouldn't
Yes.
doubt it.
We're also the
On that
ones that put,
subject.
We put 32 cents into a bank account.
But with your luck, it would not mature into several $billion
I
after
know,
2000.
right? One hay penny. How does it go backwards? All
Interest
right.
rates, man. Those interest rates just.
You know?
All right, I'm ready. Let's do this.
So last time on Fail PG, Ronnie endured some 33 strikes of the lash on her tree while Lothar was trying to interrogate and then later attempted to kill Stryker. At which point, Ronnie broke free, beat the ever-living daylights out of Lothar, and sent him scurrying away with some help from Lothar's brother, Mendel.
Not scurrying, carried off. That man was carted. Like Monster Hunter. He got destroyed and carted off by two cats.
Bring out your dead! After that nonsense, Noel ventured out into the town looking for an herbalist to get something to help Ronnie. Found an interesting old hag, to say the least, and got some pain-numbing salve out of it, and then bumped into Gaddock, who informed him that she saw a couple of hooded figures heading towards a boat, and there was an aura of evil about them. And Noel recognized at least one of those hooded figures was Twitchy, and came back to report to everybody else that all of this has happened. And I believe, Stryker, the last thing out of your mouth was, "I'll be right back."
Yep. So on that note, I was like, first I was gonna say I'll be right back, but then I thought about it. I was like, you know what?
That's more than half a day.
I was like, it's impossible. It's impossible. It's got to be impossible. You know what? Screw it. Let's just get on the boat.
I agree.
And
just for update, I have 18 life left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually,
yes.
Where's my character?
Ronnie's at 3.
Oh, yikes.
And Stryker's at 19.
Yeah, my laptop's not up to date, so give me 1 second. All right, I have everybody's character sheets. I could actually tell everybody where their shit's at. Assuming that everybody kept their shit correctly.
Nope.
Put that one down.
I was about to go like
Stryker, you are at... Oh, yeah, you definitely did not keep up with yours properly. You are at 19, though. It doesn't look like you've taken any damage in a while. Ronnie is at 2. Oh, I did update it. Oh, good. And I have Mendel's. I'm assuming Noel took his character sheet with him, because I do not see it here.
Yeah, I took my character.
Noel is at 18 hit points out of a max of 21.
Okay.
And I have here...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, do I still have some of that pain numbing salve left?
Yes.
Okay.
The only amount that was used was the little bit that the old lady spread on your arm after trying to carve you open like a turkey. Oh, a demonstration.
Still don't know why you let her do that.
I mean, hey, if it convinced you, then yeah.
I thought she was going to nick me. Oh,
yeah, she definitely nicked you all right.
Yep.
Oh, I need to
she
get my
did.
haircut. Oh, look rough. Get the gray hairs. It's called getting old, people.
It sucks.
I just want all this to be silver, so I can just have my little patch.
Just one little bit of silver. You're gonna look like a bloody skunk.
Yeah.
You mean he's not?
Have my size too, so everything.
Are you trying to make yourself into a Spider-Man villain?
Yes.
He's not dignified enough for that.
His words, not
Yeah,
mine.
you kind of right. You kind of right, though. You kind of right.
So
I can't deny that. I can't deny that.
if the Mighty Mage says so, man, it's sorry.
I can be an underling of the mighty villain.
I don't know if you're dignified enough for that. I mean, even those guys had some class.
Oh, come on. I can't even be that.
I guess this is what you get for being petty and light skinned all your life.
Can I be a petty thug?
A petty thug who is a minion of one of the minions of one of the big bads. That might be acceptable for you. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll take that. I'll work my way up.
But work his way up, he means every 25 books he shows up, and his panel is literally gets caught trying to rob old lady, gets beat up in less than a second, gets left hung upside down, and that's the last you see of
You know
him.
what? That's what I want to play
Every
next. I want to play a bad guy in an RP one soon. I'm gonna play a bad guy. I'll get you, my pretty.
Like you're a weird villain, like something petty. Like
I know I want to be a weird villain.
We'll I tell you what. I'm working on something on the side. We'll talk.
All right.
Jason will be a villain. He wants all men to sit down when they pee. That's his plan.
Sad part is, I probably would do that too.
Absolutely horrendous.
See somebody
And this
standing
is why
up.
you're only the minion of the minion.
Mhm.
Let's see him stepping up, and all of a sudden a whip come out. Sit your butt down.
All right.
Start turning around. No, straddle that dang on toilet. You better.
All right, back to the game before we end up on some very strange tangent that I'm not sure I want to see where this is going anymore.
Oh, it's too late. We're already past that.
We're failing, man. See, first fail of the day.
Mighty Mage,
Mm.
my kind sir. Would like to use Second Wind.
Mm.
Would like to use second.
I don't believe I have used it yet, but if I have, then whatever. We'll let that go. But I don't think I've used it yet.
No, what did you use when you was on the tree? I don't think it was second wind. I think you had rage or something.
Yeah,
she raged. For
yeah,
some reason, I had 0 marked down for your available hit dice, but that can't be right because I know you didn't use it last session. So yes, you may use that.
Alrighty.
So you get what is it? 1d10, I think.
I believe it's a D10 for Ronnie. Or am I mistaking Ronnie for Sir Regios? Hold on.
No. I think Ronnie has Second Wind.
No, I have Second Wind. I just can't remember if hers is a D10 or if hers is a...
Yeah, it's a D10.
Okay. Then I will roll this D10 like the wind. Wow.
1.
Yeah. 1. Well, I mean, it's better than a 0. So, or is it?
Congratulations. You're now at 4 hit points. A decently sized rat could now kill you.
No, I better not get gnawed on by a rat.
That's hilarious.
You know what? I'd much rather this be the reason why I roll a 1 today.
This is just a portent of things to come. A 1 on the very first roll of the day.
Don't you start with me.
Well, he starts with bad luck. It's going to be good luck later. It's an investment.
Now, if I remember correctly, at this point, Ronnie's just all top armor and no tunic anymore because it was ripped to shreds due to the...
Yeah, pretty much.
So, and I remember her like kind of trying to put it on and just said F it and ripped the whole thing off. So, yeah, Ronnie's probably just covered in markings. Well, with that news, Ronnie's tempted to actually start heading more towards the boats.
Yeah, right.
Well, it sounds like
towards
Striker and Ronnie are thinking the same thing. Noel, you going with him to the boats? Oh, Noel. Earth to Noel.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, didn't we Wait, did I jump on the boat last episode?
You boarded it briefly and then got back off when they started to pull away from the docks. As I remember, you sank
Oh
to the
yeah, because
bottom
I
and
didn't
then
want to.
walked
Yeah, I
the
didn't
rest
want
of
to
the
leave.
way.
Yeah, we didn't want to leave. Okay, I'm trying to remember.
All right, but our boat should still be there. Maybe if we hurry up.
Mm,
Maybe if we hurry
maybe.
up.
So, Stryker and Ronnie are on their way, right? Or they went.
Stryker went the opposite direction.
No,
I don't
Mhm.
know,
no.
Stryker. You're
I
going to the boat.
decided. I decided to go to the boat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he
So
decided.
I'm
But
sitting there like, there's no way there was nobody around. And then I was like, can I do a memory check to see if I noticed anything like weird, like just something pops in my head. Maybe I seen something that I didn't take a notice to after looking at a dead body for like, shut the so don't you dare say nothing. After I looked at a dead body for
it's
Give me,
weird. I don't know. I don't like.
While
I
he's
don't know.
rolling for that, since he just mentioned and said, "Shut the fuck up, don't you say nothing." Can I roll something to see if Sir Reggio says something?
was
what's your turn?
that's a 12, right?
12 side for Stryker. Noel, what are you trying to say?
Oh no. What I was saying is,
Ooh,
I know you're trying to give him like a barrier or something, but
Yeah.
like,
11.
I don't know. Like dragging the body back. I don't know. I mean, is it kind of like a burden? Because I understand the sentiment, but wouldn't I don't think Regios would want his corpse to be a burden. I don't know. It was just my opinion. Anyway.
I rolled the 11.
I heard you. Stryker, you don't have any response to Noel's observation about dragging the corpse around? Just ignoring it?
I'm just gonna go. Shh. I'm trying to think.
And while he's doing that, Ronnie's gathering up the body and making her way towards the boat.
Okay. Stryker, so you rolled an 11 on
Yep.
intelligence. With a -1, that's a 10.
Yep.
You think back to the campsite, and you think back to when you were making camp, and the way you put Seregios' body on the ground near your cot, and you remember scooping out the hole in the dirt to plant the super evil nasty stone and covering it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Remember waking up in the morning and Seregios' body wasn't quite in the same position that you left it, but it was pretty much all you could think of. I mean, there might have been something else. No, it's probably nothing.
I go, come on, brain, think. Come on, brain, think. Serge know why I'm saying it. Come
I
on,
hate you
brain.
so much.
Think.
There was this what looked like a little knot of roots nearby that you don't remember having been there before. But it was small. It was probably nothing.
And I look back towards where we was at, and I go, do I really want to run? That's like a half a day of running. Then
Not quite that long if you're running.
Not that long. So
It took you half a day to get there by walking.
So it'll probably be a half a day just going there and back then.
So it'd be nightfall till you got back to the village if you ran most of the way. Mm-hmm.
And I look at him, I say, now let's just go to the boat. We'll cross that bridge if it happens.
All right. So Ronnie's already got Sereggio slung over shoulder and is heading to the boat. Stryker, you're starting to walk towards the boats. Noel, you following everybody? You going somewhere else? What you doing?
I'm gonna try to postpone the boat as long as I can. Who was the captain again?
Of the one that you guys took down?
Nuril.
Yeah.
Nuril.
Who?
Nuril. Nuril.
Nurgle. It's like
I keep calling him Nurgle.
What is
But
it? Warhammer?
that might be because no, I was thinking more of Billy and Mandy. You remember Nurgle? Yeah.
Oh, not Nurgle, Murgle. Okay, never mind. Yeah, what's his name again? Nero? Sorry.
Nuril. Nuril.
Oh, Nero. Oh, okay. I asked Nero to like postpone the takeoff. He's like, it's like, come on, give me, give me, can you just buy some time?
All right, so you're gonna head back down to the docks and try to get the captain to hold off launching.
Yeah.
Everybody roll 100 sides.
100 sides. Okay.
100 sides. 10, 10, 10.
5.
Yeah, I got the right one. Yeah.
That totally makes up for the one I rolled on my health regeneration.
52.
Because of your one, I got a 99.
Good job.
At first, I thought it was 69. And then I looked again and I was like, no. I was about to turn it upside down. So I said, yeah, that's a 0 in front of a 6. And I was like, no, I can't do it. 99. I got 99 problems.
Striker, you start to walk down towards the docks and immediately trip over something in the street, fall flat on your face. Ronnie and Noel walk right past you, and it takes you a moment to get back up and brush yourself off and look around, make sure nobody saw you do that. And by then, you're well behind the other two.
I got it.
Ronnie, you're the first one to arrive at the docks, walking past the foliage on one side and the ramshackle warehouses on the other. Sergio's body slung over your shoulders, and you get up to the docks, and the first thing you notice is the large cargo vessel that was on the far left side is gone, and the boat that you guys came on, the Flying Toad, is about halfway out towards the middle of the river. And in fact, you can see a hooded figure standing on the stern, looking right at you, waving cheerfully as the boat continues heading northward towards the center of the river. Noel, you get in just a few seconds behind Ronnie in time to see Gaddock on the stern of the ship blow you a huge kiss and wave goodbye. Striker, you're like a minute and a half behind everybody else.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's a minute and a half. So he'll make it. I'm like, hey, Ronnie. I got some salve. You want it?
Ronnie just kind of slightly glances over to Noel and goes, "Sure, why the fuck not? We're obviously not leaving here anytime soon," and takes Sergio's body and just kind of plops him on the ground.
And I wrap that salve stuff on my hands like this, and I just rub it all over her fucking lashes.
Well, I gotta de-armor before I can do that.
Oh, damn, you did put your armor down.
Yeah.
Well, I asked you, can you listen, don't take this the wrong way. Can you take your armor off?
Yeah, sure, what the hell. Ronnie just kind of sits
Did it.
down on the ground.
It's like I put this stuff all over my hands and I rub it all over her
So hang on a second. We got to do this proper like. So Ronnie strips off the armor, and because her tunic was shredded and pulled off, she's just standing there completely topless.
That is correct.
Right at the same time that Noel is lathering up his hands with the salve. Striker, that's when you arrive.
Good.
You just catch, like full frontal of Ronnie and Noel in the back doing this.
I didn't know
like,
it was this
don't
type
take
of
it,
party.
I'm like, stop. It's like, I tell Striker, stop being a child. It's not what it looks like.
I'm like
very casually.
like, I know what you're doing. I know what this looks like. You're attending to her wounds. I just so happen to get a show, and then I look out and see where, like, why didn't we do this on the?
Cause we're running for our lives and stuff. So
Is that our boat?
Yeah. Wave bye to Gaddock, the bitch. I swear when we catch up to her, the first thing I'm doing is smashing her nose into the ground.
I go, and then I look around and say, "Is any other boats around?" So can I see if there's any other boats around?
Give me a 12 side for perception.
Thank you. Oh, that is a 7.
7. You look around and spy toward the end of the dock, almost the last one on the set of piers, a very large, heavy-looking cargo ship, actually larger than the Flying Toad. About 80 foot in length, 16-foot span, big, heavy vessel. And there's a couple of sailors gathered around, some of them lounging about on the deck, others playing cards atop barrels and crates on the docks. More than a couple of them have stopped to look at what's going on down the street with this now topless woman getting rubbed down by somebody.
I stand
just
right in front
out
of
in the
her.
open.
I just stand right in front of her. So yeah, you know, that's a nice ship over there. You know. And I move to the.
I finished. I'm sorry, keep going.
And I move to the side a little bit. I say, ride. Like trying to give a little peek, like, ride. Yes, ride.
And Ronnie just kind of notices Stryker weirdly moving his hands, and she kind of turns her head and notices what he's doing. But she still can't see the sailors because he's standing right in front of her. So she just kind of grabs him by his shoulder and then pulls him back and then just places her lips just close enough to his ears and goes, "The hell are you doing, fella?
Trying to get us a ride."
What are you talking about?" And then that's when she notices the boat.
And I just finished up. Like, how do you feel?
And first thing Ronnie does is kind of like takes her hand and just like slaps right where she's pretty sure one of the scars, one of the markings should be. She doesn't feel anything, so she does it like 2 more times. Kind of turns her head towards Noel. Am I hitting the right spot?
Yes. You just slapped like a group of them.
Huh. I don't feel a thing.
Yeah.
Where did you get that stuff?
From a crazy old lady, but she knows what she's doing.
Huh. All right then.
Yeah.
Ronnie.
All right.
Ronnie, regain 2 additional hit points.
Hey.
And I go,
We're
"Hey,
at
no."
6 now. Healthy
So-
6. That means now
I
that
go,
rat has
"Hey,
to gnaw
hey."
a little bit harder. Let's go.
I go, "Hey, no, get some leaves like you did with your arm and see if you can wrap up her back too before she put her armor on."
She looks at Stryker. No. It's fine.
No.
She picks up her armor and
But
throws
the
it on.
metal and the stuff in the okay.
It's leather. It'll be fine.
And then also I start sweating.
That chafing gonna be a bitch.
I'll let her air out at night.
Okay, so we're gonna see what we're gonna do about this shit. Let's go.
Sure.
Then I pick up my boy SourceU and I'll carry him.
All right, you guys start walking down the narrow path towards the last dock and this very, very large cargo vessel. And the sailors now are all looking at you, although you can't really tell if they are pleased to see you or unhappy to see you. Their stares are all just kind of blank and empty. And one of them, sitting on a barrel playing cards with a few of his other chums, is the closest one to you when you approach the pier. And he just sort of looks up at you from his seat, nonplussed expression, raises an eyebrow.
We need a bit of a ride back to Kish. Who's captain?
That's how you say. You say good day. Nothing. Just you need to ride back to Kish. Come on, girl.
The man looks at you for a moment and then points down the street back where the way you came, towards the tavern.
And she goes, right then. And she looks down at both of their hands and then looks over at the other guy and goes, you've lost. And then leaves.
And the three of them exchange glances, but if anything you said perturbed them, they give no sign.
I guess we're going to the tavern.
Ronnie's already making her way.
Guess we're going to the tavern.
Nope.
Let's go. No.
All right, you guys start heading back down the street.
Sorry for that.
A couple of the villagers had started to emerge from their homes, but as soon as they see you coming back, they turn and scurry away as fast as they can. So you have a nice, clear, empty street for you as you go up. And quickly you come to the front of the tavern, the sign sort of tattered, hanging a little bit cockeyed, two frothing mugs clashing together. There is light shining through the windows, run down as they are, and you can faintly smell aromas of food coming from within.
I think I'll stay outside.
Striker's staying outside. Ronnie?
Ronnie's heading inside.
Can't hear you, Noel.
I'm going inside too.
All right. Ronnie and Noel both head inside. Striker, you're hanging out back.
Yeah, sit my buddy down with me. Sit back chill on the wall and rest.
Ronnie, you and Noel step through the entrance, and you can see that the place is a little empty. It's not completely empty. There's only a handful of people inside. One sort of big, rough-looking fellow, gray in his beard, off in one corner, playing cards with another man who's completely bald and has scars across one side of his face, equally rough-looking. And then an older gentleman, rather rotund, with plain shirt and suspenders, sitting behind the bar, polishing a dirty-looking glass with an equally dirty-looking rag. He eyes the two of you up and down, and you can see a little bit of the color drain from his face. And he looks furtively around. Apparently he's heard about your shenanigans and recognizes at least you, Ronnie. And technically, can I help you?
She turns to him. Toppity. No, you can't. He's not a threat. However, and Ronnie kind of just clears her throat and goes, with the captain of the large vessel at the docks, please stand up for just a second.
And the two men in the corner playing cards pause, and both of them look over at you. And they exchange a glance for a moment. One of them moves to reach for something at his hip, but otherwise doesn't get up from his chair. The larger fellow with the graying beard finally lays the cards flat on the table, stands, and this is the point where you notice that he isn't just broad of shoulder or chest, he's also really tall. And he towers over you, Ronnie, and he even has a few inches on Noel, who's a big man in his own right.
You know, this is the story of Ronnie's life at this point.
I know, everybody's bigger than she is.
And yet, half of them always get put the hell down.
He stomps over a step or two so that he's facing you a little more directly, Ronnie. Folds his arms across his bare chest. And, mein Name ist Jürgen, Kapitän der Kaltenbach. Was wollen Sie?
Nice to meet you, Northern. And she'll extend her hand for a handshake.
He looks at your hand for a moment. Südlander. And slowly extends a hand and grips it. His hand just completely envelops yours with surprising firmness. One of the firmer handshakes you've had.
Where you from?
Up north. What want you?
I'm wondering, me and my compatriots need a ride back to Kish. Do you think you could give us a ride?
Kish. I could. Not much cargo in it. You have coin.
She'll pull out 30. 30 gold. And flash it.
How many?
3. Well, technically 4, but the 4th is dead. We just need to get him back to Kish for a proper burial.
Bad luck it is to transport a dead man. And he strokes his beard for a moment, considering the 30. Fine. I'll need time to prepare my vessel. Tomorrow morning at first light.
Very well then. I thank you for your consideration. I know this is a bit rough, especially with us bringing the cargo that we're bringing.
Better business than I've had in some time.
Things been
A shame to be reduced. Well, of course, the blockade to the south makes it hard for a tub like mine to get through.
Yes, that. I'm working on getting that uplifted too.
You'd have many sailors in your debt if you managed it. Kaltenbach sails to all ports, not just those on the river, but we haven't sailed anywhere since that blockade went up.
I'll see what I can do.
He scowls at you for a moment, then shrugs and goes back to his table with the scarred man.
Ronnie will turn over to the barkeep. Hey, what have those two been eating and drinking for this evening?
He fumbles around for a bit and pulls out a mug and then another mug. I have some pale ale and some jerky. I suppose you want a hot meal. A moment, and he scurries rather hastily to the back room, disappearing through a large double door. Clearly he's nervous around you, probably because of what happened outside not too long ago.
Ronnie just folds her arm. At this point, she's just over the whole thing. So she just stands there with her arms folded and just waits for him to return.
Noel, what are you up to?
I get, man, what can I do? I mean, where we're gonna go? I guess I'll just stay in the boat. Yeah. I mean, what we're gonna do from the outside is just that hostile town, right?
It ain't hostile right now. Scared.
That's true.
You're gonna head to the ship?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the ship.
Okay. Striker, you see Noel stalk out of the tavern.
Where you going, bud?
I'm going to take a nap.
So what happened? Are we leaving now? Are we waiting?
No, I'm just gonna take a nap.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you heard it, but he won't be ready till tomorrow morning. So
tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're leaving. Okay.
Yeah.
And that moment I think about, I said, well, since we're not leaving tomorrow, I could run back and go check.
It is only midday right now, so
Yeah, I could run.
you would have time.
I'll say, hey.
I said nap. I didn't say I was going to sleep. I'm
talking about me running. I was like, hey, no. So are you going to the ship?
Yep.
Hey, can you take his body to the ship for me?
I don't want to be rude, but does it stink yet?
I mean,
It's starting to get a little bit.
he's a little ripe.
All right. Okay, Striker.
Thank
I
you.
will.
Yeah, pal. I owe you. I'll pay for lunch next time.
Yeah, I'm always broke, so I guess. Thank
Yeah, I'm
you.
pretty sure I gave one of them half of Sir Regios's gold the other day.
Yeah, I got 2 coins. That's what it was. I got 2 coins. All right, so yeah, I'll pay for lunch when we get back.
Noel had some coin since he was able to buy the salve. I don't remember
Yeah.
how much he has left, though.
Yeah,
So,
I don't have his
I
character
get-
sheet in front of me, so I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you.
Oh, dang, I didn't upgrade the money on my sheet.
So I give him.
You fool!
I give him the body. I said, "All right, I'll be back."
All right, Noel, Striker's handing you the corpse of poor headless Seregios, which maybe smells a little bit more than ripe.
Ripe-ish? Times 3.
I assume that you're grabbing that and then heading or continuing on your way to the boat.
Yeah. Kind of pick it up with a kind of like a grimace, like, I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll meet you at the ship. That's right.
All right. And
Noel, I'll get to you in a second, Striker. Noel,
Okay.
you continue on your way back up the street. Once again, a couple of villagers had started to come out thinking that you guys were gone, and at the sight of you and the headless corpse, immediately turn around and scatter again, disappearing behind alleyways and buildings.
One guy asked, like, did that guy owe you money? He's like, what?
You make your way back to the pier, and those same sailors are still sitting on the dock, playing their card game. They look back up at you as you approach with the headless corpse. 2 of them raise eyebrows. Third one looks at his 2 compatriots and shuffles his cards a little bit. None of them says anything to you, though, as you approach.
Yeah, I guess I just keep going. I just walk past him.
Roll a 12 side.
There it is. It's like, I need him to think about what he's really trying to do right now.
I got a 7.
A 7. You start to head for the gangplank, and one of the 3 sailors clustered around their makeshift table smoothly stands up and places a hand on your chest just as you reach the bottom of the gangplank. And he doesn't look particularly angry or insulted, just maybe a little bit perplexed or amused, but also rather stern. That eyebrow still raised.
I go, can I help you, sir?
Oh Lord, why? Why can't you
That's
just say
valid.
something normal?
What? What do you mean normal? I said, how can I help you, sir? I didn't say it rude.
That is
Buzz Valency. He asked you a question.
What? Say again? I didn't hear you.
He looks at you as though you've got cloth between your ears. Was wollen Sie?
Speak common, damn it. Speak it. You speak it. I'll hear gibberish.
And he looks to his 2 companions, and they all collectively roll their eyes and agree. Zoodlander. Various levels of contempt.
Listen, don't be mad at me because your girlfriend slept the whole block.
Ah, God damn it.
The guy who's got his hand against your chest blocking your way just sort of shakes his head, turns over his shoulder, and shouts, Bolg! Zoodlander! And there's a bit of commotion on the deck, and after a moment, this grizzled, wizened old coot, who looks like he's all, sinew and bone, so sort of hobbles over to the rail of the ship and peers down, squints at you, scraggly beard,
I said, eh? Oh, what do you want?
Yeah, your captain let us all is gonna transport us to Kish, and I'm not trespassing, so can you please let me on?
He looks suspiciously at you for a moment, and then at the three sailors down on the dock, and then exchanges a few quick words that you can't understand with one of them, who gets up and promptly starts jogging down towards the tavern. And then the old wizened fella fixes his eyes back on you again.
Wait here a moment. Once I've confirmed that what you're saying is true, then we'll let you on board.
Fine, talk to the captain then. I'm right here.
Striker, we're back to you now.
Okay. This is gonna be a fun episode. I can see this now. So I get I walk in the tab. I just peek my head in the tab and said, "Ronnie, I'll be back." And then I just go and head on back to where we made camp, and I just book it.
All right. You start running full tilt through the town streets. Once again, villagers who thought it was safe to come out of hiding see you coming and just scatter. A few of them actually dive out of the way as you come careening towards them, as if you mean to trample them.
I just pull my swords out like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna scare them like
that extra
that.
encouragement, but having that out makes them dive all the more out of the way. You hear some screams from frightened women. But you make it all the way through the village unmolested, everybody just getting the hell out of your way. And you start booking it to the north. Roll me 100 side.
Yep, I already got it ready to go. I got a 26.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Surprisingly, although you've already had an eventful day and are a little bit singed from your encounter with Lothar, you managed to keep up that pace for quite a while.
That's why I sat outside, just to get my little strength back, just in case.
You managed to keep that up for a good long while until you get close to the farm where you met the poor farmer and his wife whose son had been lost.
I'll just be going, hi, bye.
You say that and pass by, and you're actually like 3 or 4 yards past the farm before you realize that something was off. And there was smoke coming from the farmhouse that didn't look like it was coming from the chimney.
It's like, I stop. I say, screw it. I go back and check.
Head back a couple of yards to the
sword at the ready, just in case.
Yeah. Back to the little gap in the low stone wall that's delineates the perimeter of the little farmhouse, and you can see that the farm seems to be abandoned. There are a couple of scorched piles of ash and charred wood where you think wagons or plows used to sit. The farmhouse itself is mostly just precarious, freestanding pieces of stone. Almost all of the wood has been reduced to smoldering ash. And you can see in the front of the house, on what remains of the porch, 2 skeletons in an embrace laid out on the threshold. Charred black.
I drop down to one knee and go, Ronnie's gonna kill whoever did this. And I go,
oh, you goddamn right.
And I go, I'll be back for this. And I start running even faster just because.
Give me another 100 side.
65.
Okay. You
So close to 6.
Aren't-
So
aren't able to sustain that for quite as long this time, but you manage still to keep up a pretty good clip. And within just a couple of hours of setting out from the village, you find yourself in the swamp again, and manage to avoid the 2 little rivulets that Sergio stepped in on the way up.
I go, remember that? Remember that? Just keep rolling. Come on. I want you to say so. Come on, come on, come on. I'm giving you permission. Screw this.
It's an 8.
All right, Sergios, what do you have to say on that subject?
So Regios goes, you know what? You try falling and sliding all the way into a river at least once. See how you feel about it.
Ghost
feeling
of Regios.
What are you talking about?
So now I'm going to need you to roll me a 12 side for perception to see if you can locate your original campsite.
Yep, going there. That is a 3 right now.
3. Well, you start looking around, but don't really see anything immediately that looks familiar.
I was like, I'm looking for the tree. I said, if I see the tree, maybe I can find the direction that I was sitting at.
Give me another 100 side.
100 side, here we go. Ooh. That is a 52.
52. You keep walking around in an ever-widening arc looking for the familiar tree on the little rise, and you're so intently focused on trying to find this campsite that you miss the 3rd little rivulet that everybody else avoided the first time around, and step out into open air and go sliding down the short, shallow bank into the shallow river.
And as I'm going down, no, wait. As soon as I go down, and I go, you did this on purpose, didn't you?
What? Who? Me? Why? I wouldn't.
I get myself up and I go, and I start walking, trying to find a campsite.
Not so funny now, is it?
Actually, it is kind of funny because you felt more than me.
Yes, but at least I had the
Full
decency
force.
to wring out all of my stuff. And unfortunately for you, you're wearing way more cloth than I am. You know, because I'm dead.
Technically leather, but whatever. Shut your mouth. Let me go find this campsite. Yeah, wait.
Roll me another
You
12
can't
side.
You can't even do that in person anymore. That's a 5.
A 5.
I need this thing to roll a lot better. Hold on. Sheesh. Christ.
I told you you should have
got,
took one of the boxes with you.
Whatever.
You've got a decent bonus on your perception, so a 5 is good enough. After another 15 or so minutes of searching, you spot the rise just a little bit to the north and west of where you're currently standing, and what you think is the tree that was atop that rise, although it looks odd at this distance.
I start going closer to it.
You rather cautiously approach this rise and notice as you get nearer that there's something off about the area surrounding the hilltop. Can't quite put your finger on it. It just feels odd.
I start looking for the rock that I was laying next to.
Give me a 12 side.
Yep. I'm just getting bad rolls with this. 3.
A 3.
Getting bad rolls
Start-
right now.
Looking around. It takes you a few minutes to find what you think is the rock that you slept next to. And a little bit of probing around that rock, you see a hole in the ground. A hole where you think you buried the void stone. A hole which has thin, black roots spreading out from it, radiating away like a sun pattern. And as you look at those roots and you see how they sort of spread out, you notice that Some of them have climbed up that tree. That's why it looks odd. And some of them have crept down the little rise into the surrounding foliage. And all that foliage looks like it's dead.
First thing that pops in my head. Shit. And then I start running back.
Ronnie, we're back to you.
Bye.
The barkeep seems to spend an unreasonably long time in the back room, probably trying to avoid you and hoping that you will go away if he waits long enough. But eventually, after what feels like an eternity, but is probably only 10 minutes, he pokes his head out the door and looks around, and upon seeing that you're still there, sort of unhappy / exasperated sigh, and then pushes through the door. Sorry about that. We have some roast chicken and potatoes I could have prepared for you, and the pale ale that I mentioned earlier, if you wish it. Mistress.
First of all, don't call me mistress.
Yes, mistress. I mean...
You can call me Ronnie.
Ronnie.
There you go. Second, you're not preparing it for me, you're preparing it for the two gentlemen over there.
Okay, I can do that, I suppose. All right, one plate for each, yes, and one mug for each, then?
Correct. How much?
Two silver pieces. Is that all right?
And she just hands him a gold piece.
One moment. Bites the coin, nods, rummages around in a chest under the bar, and then pulls out 8 silver pieces and drops them on the countertop in front of you. And then just as hurriedly disappears again through the double doors to the back room.
And we're up to date. So Ronnie walks over to the captain's table and looks at the both of them and goes, "Sorry for interrupting your game, gentlemen. This will be the last time. Dinner's on me from Wednesday. It'll be out soon."
The captain looks up at you with a frown. Ask for food, we did not. Why do this?
Consider it my courtesy for your courtesy of us.
And he thinks about it for a moment. For that, the coin is, but suit yourself.
You'd be surprised.
And he gestures to the chair, to a chair at a table nearby, indicating that you could take that and join them.
Ronnie pulls the chair up, has a seat. You'd be surprised how much coin doesn't always dictate the moment. You're a businessman for sure. You even had to think about if you even wanted to take the job in the first place, which shows that you do have your own quandaries about things.
Paying my men, for one. The 30 gold you paid me will barely cover their salaries for a trip to Kish.
Well, I'll tell you what. When we get to Kish, we have a little business there, but then we need to head down to Murad. Murad is where we'll be collecting possibly on some money there for a friend who's passed away.
He just sort of shakes his head. With the blockade the Urus have set up, Altenbach is a fine vessel, but she's no blockade runner.
Oh, don't you worry about that. We'll be trying to meet up with someone who has run that blockade quite frequently. As much as it pains me.
We will see. He turns back to his companion and throws his cards on the table. His companion grimaces, throws his cards on the table. You can't make any sense of what the cards actually are saying. They're runes and numbers in a strange writing system that you haven't seen before. But the scarred man reaches into a pouch and pulls out 2 silver coins and places them on the table, which the captain sweeps up. Captain then looks over you sidelong. Join us, will you?
I've never seen this game.
It's easy. And he flashes a little look to his companion and smirks. For some. His companion looks a little bit insulted at that, but pulls up the cards, begins shuffling, deals some out to all of you.
Ronnie looks around the table. All right, explain the game.
Noel, we're back to you now, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm waiting in front of the old man. Wait, did the old man go back inside, or did he send somebody to ask?
The old man is just sort of leaning on the ship's rail, looking down at you from aboard the ship.
Oh yeah, they're still waiting for the guy to talk to the captain and then come back, and he obviously didn't reach the captain yet because he didn't come in while I was there.
Well, I will say that a good 15 minutes go by, Noel, while you are waiting, and then the sailor comes hurrying back from the direction of town, and whispers a few things to his compatriots, including the one who's standing barring your way upon the ship, and that fellow inclines his head towards his friend, nods, and then stands aside, exchanges a few terse words in an unintelligible tongue with the old man on the rail, and the old man nods sagely.
All right, you can come on up.
Oh, see? Great. You seem like reasonable people, and I start walking up with a smirk on my face.
Don't mind the boys. They're good lads. They just don't speak Uru.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you for your patience.
As long as folks are, sensible and show good manners, there's no reason to get into a tiff about it.
I completely agree.
Although he gives you a second sidelong look as you stalk up the gangplank with Seregios' corpse slung over your shoulder.
Why are you bringing that aboard?
It's a friend wants to bury his fallen compatriot back in Kish.
Bad luck to transport the dead.
Yeah, but that's what your captain said. He said the same thing, but he agreed.
All right then, well, come along. I'll show you where you can take him. Down in the hold, let's go.
And without another word, the man whirls around and starts hobbling across the deck to an open hatchway and disappears down in there, spry as you please.
Wow. Okay, I guess.
You following him down?
Yo, quite, no, I trust him.
All right. Follow him down into the hold. It's pretty dark, but there's a single lamp lit, which illuminates that the hold is almost completely bare. There are some hammocks and things strung up along the rafters. And the old man is briskly hobbling away towards the bow of the ship, motioning for you.
Come on. Don't dawdle.
All right. I hurry up a bit.
You get to the very front end of the ship where the hull comes upward and merges to a point, and the old man sort of hunches down and steps aside.
Just lay up right there.
All right, gotcha. Appreciate your hospitality.
Well, we can't have him stinking up the whole hold, so this is the furthest place he could be from the berthings, yes.
All right, great.
How many in your pot?
If you don't count the corpse, 3.
I suppose you'll want hammocks as well, yeah?
That'll be appreciated.
All right, come on this way.
And he starts hobbling back down towards the stern of the ship.
See, I'm civilized, guys.
He gets about halfway down the length of the hold and then turns to a generic crate. There's no like words or inscription or anything indicating what it is, but he smacks the thing on the side a couple of times. The lid pops off, and there's a bunch of jumbled up fabric in there. He says, "Hammocks are in there. Go ahead, pull them out."
Oh, nice. Okay, I pull them out.
Give me a 12 side.
All right. Wait.
I already know where this is going. Oh, you got to roll good.
Oh, I got a 4.
Well,
You try to pull out what you think is a single hammock, and the whole twisted bundle just comes out of the crate. It looks like there might be 30 or 40 hammocks, and they're just like wadded up in a ball. And the old man shakes his head and says, "Well, good luck," and turns and starts stalking back towards the ladder.
Man,
that's
Hey,
actually better than what I thought was gonna happen.
hey, I don't want to be that person, but like, you got anything to eat?
He looks back at you, raises an eyebrow, which you can just barely see in the faint lamplight, and he says,
There's a tavern up the street, you know.
Sure, thanks.
"All right, good luck." Back to the ladder he goes.
That's about the answer I'd have gave you.
Striker,
Yes, sir.
roll me 100 side.
Let's go, Striker. Let's go. Let's go, Striker. Let's go. Let's go, Striker. Let's go. Let's go, Striker. Let's
Can
go.
I say it? Why you keep saying Striker? 31.
31.
Yay, Striker.
Spurred on by what you have seen, you find renewed energy and manage to keep up the same blistering pace that you had going up to the campsite, leaping over all 3 of the hidden rivulets, not falling down any more of them, and speed your way southward. It still takes you the remaining sunlight to make your way back to the village. Although, actually, I should ask, do you want to stop again at the farmhouse on your way back?
Yes, please.
Okay. The sun's low on the horizon by the time you make it back to the farmhouse, casting long shadows over the debris that's still there. The smoke is down from a billowing cloud to just a few thin wisps. But otherwise, it seems to be much the same.
What you doing?
So I go up towards the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And I look just a minute, like maybe just some other poor souls' bodies, but I'm pretty sure I see the way they hugging each other. I was like, this is the 2 parents, and I go, I can't leave them like this. So I search around for like something to dig with, I guess, like a shovel, or see if they still got the little. What was that thing called? I can't even think of it.
What, the plow they had out there?
Not the plow, but don't you know, like the gardening little rake thing?
Oh, a hoe?
Yeah, there you go.
You should know all about hoes.
Oh. Past life. You know, talk about past life. So yeah, I look around to see if I see anything like that, so I can just bury him.
Give me a 12 side.
12 side. I got a 10.
10. You start looking around. The house is in utter ruin, and a couple of the carts and wagons, like I said, have been reduced to piles of ash. But the shed appears to be intact. You start walking over that a ways. Looking around, you open the door of the shed and look around inside. And yes, actually, you spot both a small, what looks like a bronze hoe, and a similar bronze shovel. Maybe it's a shovel. It looks a little bit odd. The blade's a little bit flatter than you'd expect, but it'd probably do for the same purpose. As you snap those things up and start heading back outside, look for a place to bury the 2. You notice some odd features in the ground. Your hunter's hackles rise a little bit. And looking at them, you can see what looks like boot prints in the dirt. Quite a few boot prints. Looks like from more than one person.
And I take a look at them. I go, and I see which way they came from and which way they were going. You know, my little hunter skills.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a little perception check to see if they was coming from the direction
Yeah, let's have it.
of the. Maybe it's just a smoke in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? It's a 2.
A 2.
Yeah.
You aren't able to discern exactly what direction they came from. Obviously, they came in through the little gap in the low stone wall, but whether they came from the north or the south or the east, it's hard to say. You can tell that there are at least 2 distinct sets of footprints. You're not sure if there might be 3, but definitely you're sure about 2 distinct sets of footprints.
Real quick, how did the house look? In like, does just the porch looks charred? Did that and the whole house looks?
So all the wooden structure has burned away. It's gone.
Okay.
All that's really left standing is the low stone perimeter wall and parts of the chimney.
Okay. Then I go. Well, I can't really check inside anymore. Let's see what
There's
they
not
have.
much inside to check. Yeah.
So I go. All right, let me just bury them, and then I can. Someone told me bring the stone with me, but as I start digging.
Give me 100 side.
Other side. Come on, 69. I got a 51.
Not quite a 69. You take a good 2 hours to dig proper graves and move the corpses in without them falling apart. The sun has well past set by the time you fill in the graves and pat everything down.
I go, all right. I look around. I go, all right. I wonder if I can start a little torch. I look out and say, is it really dark? I say, you got some moonlight, some stars. It's not dark, but you know, should I make a torch? I'll be fine. Then I think about it, I say, well, it is me. I try to make a torch just to make sure I don't get lost. At least I can see.
Give me an intelligence check.
That is a 6. That's a 5.
You scavenge around in the yard, find a couple of sticks and twigs that you try to bundle together into something sort of resembling a torch. Do you have flint or flintstone or steel on you to strike a spark?
Got my swords and a dagger. What did we use last time other than a flint?
We just looked for a rock and
Yeah, so pretty much I just find a stone
used
and
a knight. That was what the answer was.
There goes. Yeah. I just look for a rock and try to see if I can.
All right, I'm gonna say, give me 100 side for this.
And I'm using my. I still got a dagger. I got rid of my dagger. Oh man. 50.
It takes you another good half hour almost to find a suitable stone, and after many trials, eventually get enough of a spark that you can start some small kindling that you can then use to light your makeshift torch, which provides some light. But you also notice it's burning pretty fast. It's probably not going to last real long, so you better get hoofing quickly.
Let's start rolling.
All right. Ronnie. About an hour passes, and 3 hands of this game that at first seemed completely foreign to you, but after a couple of hands, you started to get the hang of it. And although the 2 gentlemen are still pretty consistently beating you, you're at least starting to get to the point where you can hold your own. And you've only lost 3 silver pieces in the whole thing up to this point. Now you're in the thick of the last game before the captain has indicated he wants to retire for the evening. And the pot is 10 silver pieces to whoever is the winner. And all 3 of you are looking around the table, kind of steely-eyed, wondering who has the highest hand. Roll an 8-side for me.
Oh, there's one we don't roll too often. 1 8-side, coming up. What'd you get? I got a 6.
Both the captain and the scarred man who you learned is the first mate rolled pretty low. And as you all lay your cards down on the table, you see that you actually have the winning hand this one. The scarred man grimaces again. He does that every time he loses, and leans back. The captain actually smirks a little bit and nods appreciatively and shoves the small stack of silver coins towards you. You learn well.
I had good teachers.
That you did. All right. And the captain, with a groan, stands up. The first mate does the same. We must see to our ship. I will see you and your friends. First light.
Yeah, let me just grab no. And she turns around and looks over her shoulder and notices that Noah's no longer there. Okay, well then let me go outside and check on Stryker. Gets up, notices that Stryker's no longer there. Looks up, notices how dark it is. I get a bad feeling about this. Let me at least wait here for one of them to show up.
Captain nods, and he and the first mate continue walking up the dirt path towards the docks. It's another hour or so until Stryker comes a-hellin' into the village with the barest little flicker of a flame left on his torch, which has burned down almost to his hand.
Hi.
And of course, as you're running into the village, the poor villagers who thought you were gone scatter out of your way as they see you coming by with this teeny little tiny torch in hand. You actually think you hear one woman shriek that it's a ghost or something running into the village.
Hi.
Oh, for the love of everything.
And I come up and go, don't be mad.
First, put that out.
Okay. Put it out. Now, don't be mad.
Why would I be mad? What did you do?
It's not what I did. If what No told us, or Gata, or whoever told us was true that they were the assassins, I don't think that little kid is the only one that's dead now.
Ronnie straightens up. What are you talking about?
And then I take a deep breath and I go, the 2 nice old people that lived on a little farm, they were, and I struggle to say this because I know it's probably going to happen as soon as I say it. And I go, I think they were burned alive by the assassins. And then I step back some as I see her face just goes from to that.
So what you're telling me now is that I got 3 more people to add to my list. Perfect.
Oh, and I think they might have the stone.
They what?
Yeah. Remember when Gaddock said something about some weird power? Or No, who said it? No said that to us about that cat. I felt some weird power and some stuff, whatever, blah, 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 blah,
Something
blah.
about her feeling icky, but what does
Yes.
icky even mean?
I don't. Well, I mean, I kind of got the feeling, because remember, I had the stone in my hand, and I know she kind of it felt like someone was just drowning you with the power around you or something like that. But, yeah. Because I noticed some weird stuff on the way there and back. I'm just not telling her that I had the stone. So I'm sitting there in my head like, I'm not going to tell her I actually grabbed the stone and brought it with us. But I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I wanted to go just take a walk. No told me it was going to take a while. And something just felt weird that the assassins came from that way. So I just, started going. And I noticed something on the way up there. And then on the way, just now I think they had the stone. They killed the 2 old people, I guess, because they thought we had it. So it's just, yeah. I think we need to go. Oh yeah, when we're leaving? Are we leaving now or we're leaving later?
We're leaving first light.
Oh, well then I think we need to get rest, because I think we got a fight on our hands coming up.
Ronnie walks inside the tavern. Excuse me,
I
barkeep.
wasn't okay.
I need 2 drinks to go and I don't know. I think a jerky, if you don't mind.
Can you make it a nice sized jerky?
She turns slowly towards the door.
And I poke my head back out of the door like, yeah, I'm good.
Please. We cannot hear a word you're saying.
Sorry about that. Yes, of course. He rummages around a little bit, pulls out a couple of bottles that look like they're mostly clean, and rushes over to a small keg on the shelf behind him, fills them up with ale, puts corks in them, sets them on the countertop, rushes back behind into the back room, and a moment later emerges with a strip of some kind of meat jerky about yay big, and lays that out on the countertop in front of you.
That'll be 1 additional silver piece.
She gives him 2.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Yeah. And remember, it pays better to be polite to folks, even if they are from outside your village. Have a good one.
What she said.
And she walks out the door. She looks directly at Stryker. Get moving now. And then
yes, ma'am.
Takes one of the ales and literally like punches him in the chest with it and walks off.
And I go, I mean, I was thirsty after that long run, and I just chug it. I go, woo! And then start going.
Noel, we come back to you, sir. And I would like for you to please give me 100 side right off the bat.
Oh yeah, let's see how he made up with the targets.
27.
It took you the better part of an hour to disentangle all of the hammocks. But yeah, it wasn't as bad as expected.
Yeah.
Setting them up was another matter. You've never actually had to set up a hammock before. Soldiers normally sleep on the ground. But after a few more minutes of futzing with it, trying to get in, having it flip you out onto the deck, setting it up again, you eventually figured it out and managed to get 3 hammocks strung out, not too far away from the rest of the crew, where their hammocks are laid out. And finally are able to take your nap that you said you wanted.
Yep.
And are blissfully asleep until you hear some shouts on the top deck. And more of that unintelligible gibber that you heard earlier rouses you from your nap.
While I'm laying in the hammock, I just just pay attention. Try to hear what they're saying.
The first couple of shouts have faded now, and now it sounds like just a small group of men talking amongst themselves. You can catch snippets of it working its way down the open hatch. You think one man says something like, "Varum storen sie mich?" And another one says something you can't quite make out. And then a much deeper booming voice. "Ja, ja. Jetzt, jetzt."
I'm like, what's going on? Man.
Noel's default.
I'm trying to I go up, I try to go up like closer so I can kind of like hear it better. I like cause I can't hear it coherently in the deck. So I slightly go up and kind of sneak and try to pay attention. Maybe like.
So you're going like partway up the ladder, but not all the way up?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. You start making your way up, partway up the ladder. Give me a 12 side for stealth.
Oh, here we go again. Metal Gear Noel.
What 12 side you said?
Yep.
Yeah, 12 side.
A 10.
You managed to get partway up the ladder well, but you're hesitant to put your head up any further. You can hear boots stomping across back and forth. One man passing very close to the ladder well that you're in. You hear him mutter as he goes by, "Frischwasser für Leyden. Come on, come on!" Sort of mixing between Uru, which you recognize, and another language that you don't understand. And then you also hear the crotchety old man who led you down into the hold shouting something just completely incoherent towards the stern of the ship. And you could hear creaking, which sounds maybe like people are hoisting things onto the ship. A moment later, you hear a loud thunk as something heavy is laid on the deck a few paces away from you.
I try to do like, peek my eyes up, like just barely see if I can see anything.
Peek your head out a little bit. And there are a couple of torches lit around the perimeter of the deck. And some men milling around what looks like a large pallet with some barrels on it. And a tall man in a dark coat with his back towards you, whom you think was the captain, standing on the deck regarding this pallet and conferring with the wizened old fella. Roll me another 12 side.
I got an 8.
There's some stomping approaching the ladder well from behind you. It sounds like it's heading right towards you.
I'll peek my eyes up just a little bit again.
And as you peek up just a little bit, you see a large burly fellow with a crate in his arms heading towards the ladder. And he looks around the crate, sees you sitting there in the ladder well, and he says, "Platz machen! Platz machen!"
Uh-oh.
And he's walking towards you, those heavy boots are thudding.
Oh, I'm like,
What
wait.
you doing?
I pretend I was like just coming up to see some things. Like act all nonchalant, like I'm ignorant, like I'm like, hey, what's going on,
Give me a
guys?
12 side for performance.
Oh boy, I got a 3. Oh no.
You try to come up all nonchalant, but you maybe overplay it just a little bit. And as you're trying to make a show of being nonchalant, the man with the crate just shoulders past you, "Platz machen!" and then stalks down the ladder well with the crate in hand.
Great, he wasn't paying attention that much. Okay, great. He didn't see anything.
Or you weren't important.
Yeah. All right.
So now you're fully up there on the deck and in plain view.
Oh, and I go up to the side, acting like I'm just sightseeing. I play stupid, see, I'm just like,
You head over to the rail and sort of casually glance around. And about that time, you see two figures emerging from the darkness from the direction of the village, heading towards the docks.
I keep playing it cool and just keep looking.
Hang out there on the rail for a bit, trying not to look obvious that you're watching the two people approaching. After a couple more minutes, they make their way right to the pier that you're berthed at and start heading for the gangplank. Finally, the one in the lead steps into a splash of light from one of the torches, and you catch a glimmer of red hair.
Glimmer of red hair. I don't see his face, just red hair, right?
Just a flash of red hair, and then the person and his or her companion are walking up the gangplank.
I try not to like stare, but I kind of like the corner of my eye. Yeah.
All right, give me a 12 side for performance again. Ronnie and Stryker, give me 12 sides as well.
I got a 9. Okay, that was a much better roll.
8.
You said
12.
perception, right? 12.
12 side. I didn't say what for, just a 12 side.
9.
Ronnie and Stryker, you two make your way up to the ship and to the gangplank and walk up the gangplank wondering where the heck Noel has gotten to. Neither one of you sees him in the gloom. You do see men milling about on the top of the deck and the captain standing in front of what looks like a pallet of barrels.
Go. I wonder if Noel's inside one of these barrels.
Ronnie kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, "Why would Noel be in a barrel?"
Oh, you had to be there.
Oh, jeez, this is one of your other nonsensical stories. Never mind. Ronnie looks over at the captain. Anything you boys need help with?
Yeah, stay out of our way.
Well, fair enough.
Got it.
And the sour-looking old man standing next to the captain turns and looks at you, squints his eyes a little bit, and then grins at you, although there's only like 3 or 4 teeth in that grin. And he says,
Your friend's already prepared your bunks. He's lurking about here somewhere.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I'll be sleeping deckside, so I'll be fine. You have fun.
and
I'll
the
go
old man
find
nods
Noel.
Suit yourself.
and turns back to the captain. Captain nods and then spreads his arms in a sort of grand gesture. Welcome to der Kaltenbach. And then turns back to the pallet of barrels and starts ordering around one of the poor sods in the sailor's outfit, who starts unloading it.
Der Kaltenbach, you say?
Sounds interesting.
Ronnie starts to kind of walk around the deck of the ship, just kind of getting a feel for the design. And then, of course, she goes to her favorite place to ever stand at, the mast. And just kind of...
This ship, you notice, has 2.
She goes towards what she believes is the main mast.
Hard to tell in darkness, but you pick one and go stand next to it.
And he's right up against it and looks port side. At this point, she's just looking port side. She's not. There's nothing else to it. She's just looking port side.
He's about to spit a hot album. That's what's about to happen.
Yes.
Noel?
Out of nowhere, you're just gonna hear Ronnie going, red hot with fire and desire. Everybody knows about the multiplier. This disaster smashes. I'm sorry. What?
Oh no, you've started him. Shut him up! Shut him up!
Like, oh, what kind of music is that, sweetie? Like, oh, that's from my olden tongue.
No.
I said, what do you call that? He's like, I call it hot fire. He's like, what?
No, you hear the melodious voice of Ronnie first speaking with the captain, and then muttering something near one of the masts. It almost sounds like a rhyme, but not quite. It's very strange.
I was like, oh no, Ronnie's speaking in tongues.
Yeah, she is.
Oh no, we've actually made this a thing now. Oh dear God.
Yep,
What have I
yep.
done?
It's canon now.
God.
See what happens?
Shouldn't open your tongue. Get it?
Yo. She's gonna win the fight like that. She's just gonna throw her axe down. He's like, what is she doing?
Oh, the hero of rhyme? That's what we're about to do?
You start just roasting him.
Oh man.
Spitting match.
Yeah, spit it.
So to speak.
I got spit hot fire.
Well, what are y'all doing? It's well into night. The crew seems to be doing fine on their own, and would prefer you stay out the way. What y'all doing?
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
wow.
take a nap.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap too. Everything. I'm like, okay, everything's fine. I'm like, I'll just go. Whew, okay. They weren't doing anything shady, so I just went back to sleep.
Ronnie just kind of continues to lean against the mast, takes some of the jerky that she bought out, and just starts eating a little bit. Takes
yeah,
a
like,
swig of the ale that she brought with her.
Hey, Ronnie, can I get a couple pieces of that jerky?
Ronnie stares at you for a minute. Still a little pissed with what you told her. And you can tell that
Please?
somehow she knows that this is your fault. You're not
I
sure
go-
why.
I
but you
go,
can tell.
please?
I swear, if you continue to beg like a child, I'll hit you. In the throat.
It wouldn't be
With
the
the
first
hand
time.
axe.
That would still not wouldn't be the first time.
She takes a moment to think about that. Oh, yeah.
How you think we first met? Remember?
Again, she takes a moment to think about this. Oh, yeah, I punched him that day, too. No, wait, I kicked him out of the hammock. That's right. I remember.
Oh yeah, that was the first time we met. No, that was the. No, yeah.
Good
Good
times.
times. Good times. Hope my wife is. No, I said wife. I'm talking about no. Jeez, I'm thinking I'm no. Oh wait, never mind. There I go. Like,
While you're sitting there being all simple-minded, she kind of tears off a piece of the jerky and kind of leaves it at you.
and I go. Like a little dog, like, cause I'm hungry. I'm running like so much. I know I burned some calories right there. You put it back and forth. I go, so I can have it? Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah? No? Yes? Yeah? Yep.
If you want it, take it. Otherwise, I'm going to throw it to one of those guys.
And I go, real quick. my old animal instincts kicked in. Like, oh, sorry, my wolf came out of me.
Ronnie just rolls her eyes.
It's not the only way I met dog.
Ah,
What? I can't make a dirty joke.
just go down in the hole and get some sleep, would ya?
You need to get some sleep.
I will at some point.
You need to heal.
I will at some point.
You need to heal.
And I will at some point. For now, I would like to enjoy the night air and have a moment of clarity, if you don't mind.
Don't stand up. Sit down. Relax. Don't move.
Aw. Are you worried about me?
I go. And I turn around, start walking away, and I go, "How does she know?" The little anime log, and like, "How does she know?" Tell me I'm lying. That's how that little anime thing always goes. They turn
Man,
around.
I'm not worried about anything. How does she know? How does she know all about my secret plan?
Just doing a whole monologue in. Oh my god! Wait, just sitting there like.
See,
Which
it's
really
almost like
don't
what the Mighty Mage does, but instead of monologuing, he actually just does a bunch of like evil laughs simultaneously back and back. It's really weird.
He sounds like he's doing it right now. I'm pretty sure that's all in his head.
Yeah.
Or is it all in our head?
Also, yes.
It's all in your head. It's all in your head.
And I go see if I see Noel, like, what the hell? No! Just yell out no.
Say what? I'm sleeping. What are you doing? What
You
do you
ain't
want?
sleep. Don't be lying.
I'm trying to sleep.
Wait, you fell asleep on the deck?
No, I went back. Yeah, I went back to the hammocks. Yeah.
And I go, how the hell do you get down to the hole? And I go, oh, I guess that might be the spot over there. And I walk towards I go down.
Mm-hmm. You see, in the gloom, you can barely see Noel's body slung out in a hammock a little bit towards the bow of the ship from the ladder well. And you
Which
see
one?
2 additional hammocks strung out next to it.
Okay, there you go. You know what? I think I'll go to the far one. I was like, wait, where is his body?
Oh, it's in the front, so it doesn't.
And I do this. Oh yeah, he's here. And I just go like that.
Yeah, so they didn't want to inconvenience people with the odor.
Yeah, I just go lay down in the hammock. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's okay. And I lay down.
How about we cremate him and just put him in a jar?
Huh? Let me think about it. You want to get cremated?
Come on, Regios is not like that, dude. He's not petty like that. Come on, that's out of character. No, I want you to bury me. No, come on.
No response as I rolled a 3 for Sir Regios. Sorry.
Okay. He must be asleep too. All right, let's just take a nap. I'll think about it when we get there. As soon as I lay down, just pass right out.
It's like Striker's being stupid.
Ronnie, that leaves you alone on the top deck with the sailors, although the activity's starting to die down now. And the captain regards the crew with a satisfied nod and then turns and heads toward the stern where there seems to be a large cabin-like structure built on the end. Passes you without a word, heads in, and disappears inside that little cabin.
Ronnie takes a look at the cabin for a minute. And then just decides to slowly take a seat. Finally, after all the actual downtime and having the moment to breathe and relax, all the scars on her back are finally starting to become number thanks to that cream. So she's just taking a deep breath, regaling in the fact that she can't feel anything, and then just closes her eyes. Her thoughts drift off to that old color.
Everybody roll 100 sides.
Hundo coming right up.
Oh, I was so close.
Ooh, terrible.
What you get?
I got an 84. That was terrible. Yeah.
Don't worry. I was so close. I did worse. 98.
98.
98. I got a 44.
Now actually why I said I was so close.
Because it almost hit 6.
No, it actually almost hit double O, and it bounced off of one of the other dice and rolled back to 90.
That'll learn you.
It would have been an 8.
So everybody, you are restored to full hit points now. So that's 21 for Noel, 25 for Stryker, 20 for Ronnie. sorry, Sir Regios, you don't get more hit points back.
I'm good. I'm dead, Jimmy.
And
I have how many points? How many hit points do I have?
Noel, you have 21 as max.
Okay.
Oh, Noel is now the highest ranked HP in the game.
No, Striker has 25.
Yeah.
How?
Don't ask me.
No, put your hand down. No, keep going down. No, down further. Down. Down. No, down. Down. Back.
Both of you put him down, or I'll put you down.
Wait, you promise?
Let's see, where's the kick from call button here? Oh, there it is.
See, this is why we can't take you nowhere.
Well, one of many.
True.
Striker, you're the first one to wake as you hear commotion again on the deck above. Shuffling of feet and a couple of shouts here and there, but usually it's just the droning murmur of activity.
I wake up and I go, yeah. I look around. I said, "What time is it?" Oh.
It's
I look
impossible to tell in the hold. There's just that single oil lamp.
I was like, it felt like I just fell asleep. What happened? And I get up, all groggy and stuff. And I look over. I said, "Is Ronnie there? Or did she fall asleep up on the? I feel like she fell asleep up on the ship."
She's not anywhere in apparent view down in the hold.
And I look over. I see Noel still asleep. I said, and I look at it. I look at Sergio's body. I said, "Yep, still dead." And I start making my way up.
You climb the ladder well, and you can see the sky to the east is just starting to get light. And the crew are out and about, milling about, hauling on ropes, pulling up the last few crates of cargo from the pier. The captain is standing at the door to his little cabin, just sort of watching the activity and occasionally nodding. He spies you, Striker, coming out the ladder well and gives you a curt nod.
Captain.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Need some help?
Yeah, stay out of our way.
Enough said.
You are still wanting to go to Kish, yeah?
Oh yeah.
We will be leaving within the hour.
Great. And I just go like, alright, let's see. Stay out of his way. Stay out of his way. What can I do to stay out of his way? And I just go lean on the side and just relax for a minute. Just look out into the sea. Well, the river, sea, whatever we're on. I can't even say sea because like, technically we're on a big old giant river. It's not or whatever. I'll just go sit, chill, and look.
You go and lean on the rail and look around. The river looks to be calm. The water is almost glassy. The village is quiet and dark. Other than the commotion of the men on deck, there doesn't seem to be anything else stirring at this early hour. Even the birds are still asleep.
I should go back and take a nap, but you know what? I won't be able to go back to sleep now with all this noise. Just chill, just start. I sit down, lean up against the wall, and start cleaning my swords. Going through my stuff and just like cleaning it up, making it look nice.
You're gonna restring that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah,
Are you gonna restring that bow? That
Thanks
really
for
nice
reminding
bow?
me. That's what I was about to do today. I gotta restring the bows.
Especially that really nice one.
Yeah. Wait, then I gave what's his name?
Yeah, you did.
short one,
You did.
So I just got the long bow now.
The really
With no
nice-
string for it.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, Captain, do you have any string? And I show him the bow.
We don't carry plain bowstring. But there may be a shop in the village that would sell them. They're not going to be open before we're ready to leave, though. Do you want to wait?
Nah, it's fine.
No, we want to mess with the schedule. Yeah.
And I go like, do I got any old fabric that I can use?
No, it has to be specific. It's you can't just
Hey.
use anything for a border work.
Hey, I'm a
What?
hunter, man. I can use it.
I don't know, man.
I go, it's like, I said, well, if I have some fine,
Last words.
I go, and I'm like, what did I used to use for the old boat? Well, if I have, and I go like, I'm gonna go off the ship and go look around outside, around the the woods and stuff, see if I can find any strong vines or anything.
All right. You start heading down the gangplank, heading for the forest line, which isn't that far away from the docks.
Yep.
Noel,
So-
you're the next one to be roused by the commotion on deck.
I know what to do. I'm a hunter, man.
I'm like, well, what's going on, man? I'm trying to sleep.
And you just hear the general pounding of feet going back and forth across the deck, and occasional shouts in that unintelligible tongue, and what sounds like hauling rope.
I'm like, I take this fabric from the other hammock and I just from the other stuff. I just cover my ears with it. I'm like, don't sleep.
Give me 100 side.
I got a 57.
You wrap your head in the fabric from the other hammock, and surprisingly, it does deaden the noise a little bit. You roll over and are able to drift back off to sleep.
Okay.
Ronnie, you are the last to wake, even though you're out on the deck with all the noise. You were just too exhausted from yesterday's events to really notice until the sun is almost at the point of kissing the horizon. You're awakened when a particularly large fellow stands right in front of you, his waist right in your face, as he prepares to tie something onto the mast that you're leaning against. And you wake up to this guy's crotch, right in front of you.
So, instead of realizing what's happening, Ronnie's just still half asleep, so she just goes, "Ah!"
You hear a strangled yelp from above your head.
Ronnie
And-
just looks up and goes, "Oh, sorry, fella. Good morning."
His face goes bright red, and he backs away really quickly and covers his privates. What are you doing? Although he's gibbering in that unintelligible language, you can't understand a word he's saying. But his face clearly says, "What were you doing?"
Sorry, I was asleep here. I didn't realize it was so late in the morning. Jeez, I must have been tired. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll get out of your way. Pick up my stuff and kind of just go off to the side.
He very embarrassedly gets back to work, occasionally glancing over his shoulder at you with his face still bright red.
Aw, the poor boy. He must still be a virgin.
I go, well, I'm walking off.
Ronnie will go look for the captain.
It doesn't take you long to find him. He's standing in front of his cabin at the stern. You can see some men unwinding ropes around the pier, getting ready to shove off. And the captain sees that you're up and about and nods towards you.
I apologize for getting in your boy's way by still being asleep over there.
Yeah, it's fine. Guten Morgen, Ronnie.
Good morning. Question. The language you speak.
Yeah. It is Salau. Used most often in Nippur, but also in Sipar and Akkad.
I've yet to be that far north yet. You mind teaching?
It is not something one can learn in a few days.
Well, any little bit that you can teach me would be more than useful, I'm sure.
He muses over that for a moment, and then shrugs. We will have time, I suppose. A few lessons.
Thank you.
Your friend left a few moments ago. I think he was searching for bowstring. But we will be ready to shove off in just a few minutes.
And I look over. I'm like, I'm not that far.
Oh, he's not that far. Well then, I don't have to go looking for him. If he's not back on the boat by the time you're ready, count down to 5 minutes. If he's not ready by that 5 minutes, leave him.
Aye.
Oh boy.
Jawohl.
I think she said, "Oh, we'll wait for him." All right, cool. All right, keep going.
I might. You better start running, Striker.
Ain't you asleep?
Oh, yeah, I heard.
He asleep.
He's
He's saying it in his sleep, though.
You about to get running straight. I'm like, God damn, how does he know?
Because Ronnie is... Actually, if the numbing cream still in effect right now? Or...
Give me a 100 side. And at the same time, Striker, you give me a 100 side for your efforts in trying to locate a suitable bowstring material.
Oof. Numbing 4.
The numbing cream has worn off by now. You can definitely feel the wounds have scabbed over at this point, but if you shift too much, you can feel them cracking open again.
Ronnie looks at the captain before she goes to walk off fully and goes, "You guys wouldn't happen to have an extra spare tunic or anything like that I could get off of you, would you?"
And the captain just shakes his head.
Is anyone going to have a problem with me taking this armor off?
And the captain eyes you for a moment and then says, "You best do that below."
Lovely. Thank you.
You got a bunch of sailors who haven't seen a woman in months. I don't know how they'll react.
Ronnie goes,
I got a 98.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh, didn't find nothing.
No, you scrabble around looking through the foliage near the ship, and you can't find anything that you would call suitable to be turned into a bowstring.
I was like, all right, screw it. I guess I'll just head back before they leave me. Knowing Ronnie, she'll just have the captain leave me now.
What? Would she do that?
While I'm going back, I'll still keep looking, though. Like, I'm walking back, I'm just looking like, maybe. Something. Come on, it's got to be something here.
Let's do this. Wow.
What was that?
That was a
face?
solid 100.
Wow.
Yeah, you find nothing. I was going to see if I could give you a little bit of a chance, but a solid 100, no.
You'd have been better off with just flipping a coin.
Yeah. I'll say, where's my coin at?
I mean, I sit
Make
with
your
like
way
6
back
of
to
them
the
in
ship.
front of me.
Oh,
Yeah,
shush.
you should have these things ready, man.
I got my coin. It's right here in my pocket.
You make your way back to the ship, unsuccessful in obtaining a bowstring. As you're making your way up the gangplank, you see sailors untying the last couple of lines that moor the ship to the pier. And just as soon as you get onto the deck, the last few sailors join you aboard and haul the gangplank away from the pier.
See? Made it just in time. I guess it's time to ship off and shape. This.
And just as you say that, the captain steps up and in a thundering bellow roars, "Ruder!" And 60 men suddenly leap into benches along the sides of the ship and pull out very long-bladed oars and stuff them into the water.
I said, this looks familiar. Captain, you need any help rowing?
9. Stay out of the way.
Oh, that's unfamiliar. And I go, Ronnie, can you believe this? You don't want us to help. Like, this is weird.
Ronnie is nowhere to be seen.
Ronnie, what? She's down in the go down and go get. And I start walking down there.
And as you head down the ladder well, you can hear the captain shout, "Hooray for Kish!" And you feel the whole boat lurch as the sweeps dip into the water.
Jesus.
And start pulling her away from the dock. You almost stumble down the last step of the ladder well, and roll a 12 side for dexterity.
Yeah. Do I fall onto Ronnie's bosom? Some stuff.
How did you know what I was thinking?
Because I
Unfortunately, you won't be falling into her bosom. You'll most likely be tripping over her.
7.
Ronnie, roll me a 12 side to see if you keep your feet.
That's 10.
Ronnie's not even on her feet. She's actually doing push-ups.
Push-ups.
With the armor off, by the way.
Oh, well, never mind then. Yes, Striker, you stumble on the last step, catch yourself, take another step forward, and trip over Ronnie doing push-ups right there at the foot of the ladder.
And I go,
And then fall flat on her.
I'm like,
But she's
what
doing.
is that?
She's doing. I'm sorry.
What is this? This is soft. This is. Ooh.
I'm going to need you to get off me now.
Well, you have to do the sound effect. She's doing push-ups
And
in
I-
armor. So like every time she goes down, you hear a.
Really?
I don't know. Did we ever establish how well endowed Ronnie is?
She's probably about like a double B to a C.
Okay. Alright. There might be something to slap on the deck there.
Okay, I thought she was getting splinters.
You thought she was anime tickle bitties? That's what you thought this was?
Yeah, take a little. Yeah.
And I go, oh. I'm sorry. I had to pause for like 2 seconds. Oh. My bad. We doing a push-up contest here? Let's go. I can go with you.
Get off me. Scars on the back.
I'm already off of you. Oh wait, not everything. And I lift up.
Ronnie just kind of gets up and just stares at Stryker. You know, usually I'd punch you for this. But today, and then Ronnie kicks him in the shin.
Noel, all of this noise happening right next to your hammock is enough to get through your extra padding and wake you again. Can't hear you.
Man, what you guys go screw somewhere else? I'm
And Ronnie walks over to Noel's little tarp and gets directly in his ear and goes, "Do you miss your wife that much that you're imagining that everyone's having sex around you?"
That's because his wife is already getting busy with 5 other dudes right now.
More like 20. Who's counting?
Just making some moolah.
It's like you're not never. She's
Taking money for the home right now. Her husband is not there, so she's got to work extra.
Oh, I have a bunch of saved money at home. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I leave with all my funds?
It's so cute that you think like that. And then Ronnie just pinches his cheeks and then walks off. Goes back to doing the push-ups.
Extra fun. Hey, Ronnie, can I join you?
If you must.
See, exactly. You guys just proved my point, and I have to go back.
He's a funny boy, ain't he?
It is what it is, I guess. Ronnie drops back down on the floor and starts doing her push-ups again.
Oh, excuse me. I was like, all right, let's join. All right, how many are we doing? Keep going until our arms fall off.
She goes, "I'm gonna keep going until I can't feel my back anymore. And then when I can't feel my back, I'm gonna switch over to sit-ups."
I don't think that's how that works, but sweet your boat. All right, let's go. Screw it. It's not no push-ups.
All right. All of you give me 100 sides.
100 sides.
All y'all's.
That's much
That
better.
means you
That's
too,
a
roll,
26.
Mr. Noel.
That is a 42.
Look at that. That's 2 good numbers all around. All right. We're doing better this time.
Mr. Knoll is passing on his opportunity, I suppose. The two of you spend a good bit of the day in the hold doing push-ups and sit-ups and whatever else Ronnie needs to get her mind off of the pain of the whip stripes on her back. Noel sleeps through a good chunk of the day, occasionally rousing himself just to turn and glare at the two of you and tell you to be quiet because he's sleeping before rolling back over. And the first day passes pretty uneventfully.
Eventful's good.
Pretty good. Yep, pretty good.
Roll me another 100 side. And Noel, if you're wanting to get in on this and do something other than sleep for the whole trip, I would suggest you roll as well.
I mean, how long have I been sleeping? Give me a time frame.
The whole day.
Okay, I guess it's enough. I guess I'll wake up.
That one's a 48.
That one is a 39. Nothing's going on, right?
It'd have been 30 more. It'd have been perfect.
Ooh, I got a 6.
6. All right. Since Noel rolled solo, I'll give you guys the option. Do you want to just skip the remaining days of travel to Kish? Do you want to actually do something on the way?
I mean, the only thing that Ronnie has been doing is doing exercises and learning language. That's it.
No side quest. Straight to Kish.
We got 2 votes for straight to Kish. All right. Straight to Kish it is.
Okay, I was gonna say straight to Kish anyway. I was just gonna be like doing a little sword, little Tai Chi type stuff. Don't even know what Tai Chi is. just doing this stuff.
Takes about 3 days for the giant tub of a cargo ship to make its way up to Kish. During which time, Ronnie, Captain Jorgen is able to teach you how to say hello, good morning, shut up, get out of the way, and a couple of choice swear words.
And what's the language again?
It's called Salau, S-A-L-A-U.
Nice.
So say out loud. Gotcha.
And I'll say in parentheses, beginner. There we go. Now I have 2
No.
languages. Yay! I still.
Noel,
have
what
2
are you doing? Yeah, there you go. What are you doing, Noel, to pass the time, other than sleeping?
Well, I'm at I guess I start working out. Like, I haven't trained in a while, so so I start practicing on my 2-handed great sword. Like, I need to learn to use this thing properly.
All right, so you go topside for a few hours each day and practice with the great sword, which does impress several of the crew members, and you tend to get a little bit of an audience as they watch you whirling this thing around.
Oh, nice.
And we'll say that you only accidentally cut into the railing one time. By the middle of the 3rd day, the boat finally slides into the dock at Kish. And everybody give me a 12 side for perception. Jason.
Oh, I got a
Jason.
4. I got a 4.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that because it landed on a weird angle just now, and I couldn't tell if that was 11 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the re-roll gives us a 6.
Got a 1.
A 1. Ronnie, you're the only one who notices that a few docks or a few piers down from where you are is the Dainty Prince, moored.
Ronnie hops off and immediately heads down there to see Gaddock is anywhere near that ship.
Alright. You head down the dock that way. Stryker and Noel, you see Ronnie immediately jump off of the ship as soon as the gangplank is in place and start storming down the dock. You don't see why, just that she's going, and apparently her jaw is set in the way that it is usually set when she's about to kill somebody.
I go, either she really seen somebody she really loves, or she's about to go kill somebody. And I start looking the way she's going and see if I see what she's running towards.
And you recognize a ship, but at this distance you can't see
I was like,
why
"Huh,
that matters.
Why is she running towards a ship?" And I go, well, I hope she's on there, because she's about to die. Like, no, Ronnie's about to kill somebody.
What are you guys doing about it?
Oh, I'm running with her.
I start doing a little, that quick step Ronnie does.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my arms around her shoulders, like, hey, what you doing?
Oh, she already gone, so you can't.
I mean, you could.
Give him a dexterity roll, see if he catches up.
Oh yeah, you go.
Give him-
Yeah,
we'll give-
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. We'll do that. 12 side for Dex.
Oh, I don't catch up as a 4.
Yeah, not quite. You are, just behind her though with Stryker. And Ronnie, you make your way up the dock, and then along the pier where the Dainty Prince is moored, you see some of the same familiar crew members' faces on the deck and on the dock side, and also a rather flamboyant hat just peeking over the rail, which you recognize as probably belonging to the captain.
I need a coin. Okay. Ronnie's gonna storm up the gangplank.
Several crewmen look at you as you're storming up the gangplank, and one even moves to intercept you until he sees the look on your face, and then all of them just kind of turn away and pretend you're not even there.
And as soon as she steps aboard the deck, she just stops, looks around. Where is she?
And all of the crew studiously ignore you and hope that you don't look their way, except for Captain Nuril, who was until a moment ago lounging against the tiller in the stern. He looks at you, and his eyes are wide, and his mouth is partway open, like he's seen a ghost. And after a moment, he stands up from the tiller and walks towards you, looking around at his crew, who are acting like you're not there. And he blinks, rubs his eyes. Am I seeing things?
Oh, don't worry. You ain't seeing anything yet. But when I get my hands on that little girl, I'm going to ram her face right into one of these buildings. Which way did she go?
And you see the captain grin a little bit. And she said you was dead. I'm glad to see that ain't the case. Although I suspect that's not going to go so well for her. And he looks out into the city. I ain't got no feckin' clue where she went, but I imagine she's in with some of me other associates with Mr. Tiamat's organization, as I'm sure you know. Might find her in amongst them.
Stick around. I might be needing your services.
Oh, we going on another adventure, me lass?
Gonna need to head back to Murad. Gonna need you to get me through. Impossible.
Oh,
A little further than that.
I look forward to the challenge.
Ronnie goes down the gangplank, walks over to Stryker and all. They think we're dead.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's why they left it. Okay.
Let it be.
Makes sense.
That means we've got the advantage here, boys. You said something before, Stryker, about an oracle here, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get moving.
Okay. She's not gonna be happy.
And did either one of you boys remember to grab Sir Regios' body by any chance? I'll go get it.
Hey, it's your well, I was like, this is Striker's responsibility. You think about like cremating him yet? Or putting him in a jar?
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna like that.
You know what? Like just spread his ashes on the soil and then grow plants.
We
on it.
we got a 12 roll for Sir Regios, so
Hey, how about you bury his ashes with a tree seed and grow a tree where he's bodied, you know.
So he can just literally haunt everybody that's lay next to that tree. You know what? That
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea.
as you
Yeah,
say
and
that, you hear, "Take my body to the oracle and ask her to bury my ashes within the mountain." Jeez.
You know what? Let's take his body to the oracle. Maybe she'll give it to somebody to have sex with or something. Yeah, you know.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
No, let's just take it to the oracle. You know, Regios. You know, part of a dragon. Maybe she wants.
Okay, take it to oracle and ashes, right?
No. Let's see what she does with it.
Oh my gosh. What's his obsession carrying a dead corpse? That's gonna stink.
People don't mess with you when you're carrying a dead corpse.
And as you say that, Ronnie comes off the boat carrying Sir Regios' corpse.
Hey, we're going to the oracle. Let's go.
Smells very right by now.
Come on, even the Jedi burn their dead. Come on.
She looks around. Yeah, we need to make a stop in the market. I have to pick up something that I paid for before we left this place.
And I go, hey, Ryan, hey. You think we should just burn his body?
Is that what he wanted?
Something about oracle, maybe laying with the dragons, something. I don't know. He told me this a long time ago. Something about spread his ashes around the mountains, but
Then it sounds like we should probably get him cremated first. Make it easy.
do I have
This-
to do it?
Look, I'll take care of it. I'm already gonna stop at the market anyway, right? Just whatever.
Fine. Hope he's okay with us burning his body.
Just point me to the place.
And I just go that way. I should know. Put plenty of bodies there.
God, I hate you.
I love you too.
So you're stopping at the crematorium first, and then going to the oracle, huh?
Well, Ronnie's making 2 stops: crematorium, and then she has to stop past that fur shop.
Oh, the fur seller. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you head over to the crematorium, which is a rather, how do I want to put this? It's a grungy, dismal, dreary-looking building, a fair ways inland from the port, and out of the way, and there's thick, black, oily, greasy smoke pouring out of one of 7 chimneys. You go inside, and there's a pasty white, almost deathly pale man with a long drawn face, widow's peak, a very short cropped black hair, and a dignified if very simple black coat, standing behind a table with some papers on it, making a few notes here and there, and he glances up at you as you come in. A small silver bell chimes merrily as the door opens, very incongruously with the surroundings as you walk in with Sir Regios' corpse.
May I help you?
Yeah, how much to get my friend here cremated? And she just takes him from over her shoulders and just kind of holds him like this.
Let's see. This way, please. And he motions you over towards a very large set of scales and gestures for you to place him on one side of the scales.
Ronnie places him down.
He begins stacking lead weights on the other side until the scales balance out, murmurs something and tallies something on a small piece of parchment.
That will be 3 silver pieces. Do you want 3 silver pieces? Do you want an urn for the ashes, or shall I dispose of them for you?
An urn, please. I'd like to respectfully try and complete his wish.
That will be 1 additional silver piece.
3
I'll pay you back.
So 3 gold and 1 silver.
No,
Oh.
it was 4 silver total.
Oh, 4 silver. Oh, well, that's totally fine. I can pay that easily.
Pay attention, man.
I'll pay you back, Ronnie.
Well, pay attention to which keyboard I'm using. This the only makes up from having today. So I'm pretty sure during this recording, you guys are probably hearing random music play on and off. That's my bad. Every time I press a number on my keypad, it's playing a song from the soundboard. I'm sorry.
You fool.
And I mean
You
to use
fool.
the keyboard over here. I'm getting used to multiple keyboards set up here. Just bear with me, people. Bear with me.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we're Fail PG.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yes.
So after you shell out the 4 silver pieces, the man claps his hands and 4 liveried servants appear through a small doorway and gather up Seregios's rotting corpse and carry it away.
It will be about an hour until his ashes are prepared.
Good. That gives me time to head over to the marketplace and grab something then.
So that's not too bad.
I'll be right back.
Very well.
Offers a little bow as you exit. Again, that bell chiming far too merrily for the purpose of the building.
Ronnie starts making her way up the way towards the marketplace.
All right, Striker, Noel, are you still just following along with Ronnie, or do you have other things you want to do now that you're back in Kish?
I might go into it.
I'm keeping a low profile.
That's the lowest profiles you can keep.
Yep.
I'll follow Ronnie.
Okay.
I think I might just you know what? Is my hair still like that big old black?
I don't know. Did you try washing it out at any point on your trip?
No.
So then, yeah, you still got tar in your hair.
I got tar everywhere, so they still can't see my silver, and I think I still got the ratty. No, we set that on fire, so I don't have the ship thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just no. Do I have Reggio? No. Who has Reggio's
Stuff? I have Reggio stuff. I have his flask. I have his playing card set. I have his healer's kit. I have his shovel. I even have the destroyed armor plate of his and the cloth with the runes that he had inscribed on it. I have all that.
What happened to his hood stuff?
Oh wait, you should have grabbed that. At least I thought you grabbed that.
One of you grabbed his cloak, but left him in his clothes, which are now in the crematorium about to be burned.
I think I did.
You took his clothes.
I think I grabbed it. I just didn't put it on because we burnt the old ship dude's thing. So I was like, oh wait, and I looked and I said, oh, his cloak, and I put that on just so I don't. That would make sure I don't get noticed.
All right. You put Seregios' cloak on. You got to make sure to put these things in your inventories, guys. I'm not tracking items for all y'all.
Hey, I'm doing just fine. I even just added the jerky to mine just to remember that it's there.
I mean, you might as well take that off because I imagine that the 3 of you would have eaten through that on a 3-day trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Reggio's cool. I didn't put. I could have sworn I put it on here.
You gonna do
You
something
probably-
about the bow
You
without a string?
probably wrote it on the character sheet, but you probably didn't transfer that to over there.
Probably. Yeah. Because my bow is already off of here. So yeah, okay. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
All right, Ronnie's heading to the marketplace. Noel, you're following. Stryker, what are you doing after throwing Sergios' cloak on?
I'm following, just so I don't just be sitting around waiting for his body to burn.
Okay. Ronnie, give me 100 side to see if you can find the first seller's stall.
28.
That's good enough, yeah. You make your way back, and after a little bit of searching through the crowd, you find the fur trader's stall. And his eyes light up as he sees you approaching, and he grins brightly. Ah, yes. Reaches under his stall, fumbles in a box with something, and then pulls out a very nice looking, I believe it was a goat fur cloak. Yes?
Yes.
Actually, it was a full jacket, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Right here as promised.
Oh, that looks nice.
And Ronnie kind of grabs it, wraps it around herself a little bit.
It definitely cuts out the hole right away as soon as you wrap it around yourself. Even though you're not wearing it properly yet, it's quite warm.
Reminds me of the one Dodd used to have. She finally just kind of settle into it, and she sits down and thinks about it. I did pay you for this already, did I not?
And the man nods vigorously. Yes.
You did very fine work with this. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. If you ever need furs or fine garments, make sure to come back to me.
Next time I'm around, I'll definitely make sure to do that. And, real quick, does it have a hood on it by any chance?
No, it's just a jacket. It does not have a hood.
Hey, come on, pay him the extra money for him to make modifications if you want one.
I'll probably do it next time she's in town.
Okay.
She shakes the man. She extends her hand for a handshake.
He grabs your hand and shakes it excitedly with both hands of his own.
Now, you take care.
And you as well.
Moves out, takes a look up at the sky to see how much time has passed.
It's a little past midday, but it's hard to tell if an hour has passed. Stryker, you ever gonna do anything about that bow of yours?
I thought about it and I was like, you know what? And I go, okay, I guess I was like, hey, can we stop past the armor shop? Or a weapon shop? I mean,
Wait, is there a weapon shop here?
there should be a blacksmith, I think, here, if I'm not mistaken.
I do recall a blacksmith somewhere. Don't quite remember where though.
It should be closer to the center of town, if I'm not mistaken.
Ronnie
I go
starts
like-
searching for her map that she bought the last time she was in town.
Ronnie, you pull out your map and look at it, and unfortunately, important things that are circled are things like brothels or taverns, but not actual shops. You are, however, in a market square, and if you were to walk around the market square, you might find something.
Ronnie's just gonna take a walk around and see if she can.
What? I do this. I go back inside and say, hey, you remember where the weapon blacksmith shop is at around here?
Blacksmith. Yes, there is a smithy, and he points towards the far northeast corner of the marketplace.
I said, oh, the opposite of it. So then what's new to say? You know what? It's been a while. I said, thank you very kindly.
Yes.
I said, have you ever done anything with scales?
Scale? No, I'm a fur trader. I don't deal in scales.
Okay,
I told you, just hold on to him until we get back to Uncle Eric. He'll be able to do something.
I mean, I got enough of these. He could do. Okay, fine. And then we start heading towards the blacksmith.
All right. You guys make your way across the marketplace, and after a few minutes, the telltale smoke rising from a smithy's furnace appears on the horizon above people's heads, shortly followed by the clanging and pounding of hammers on metal. And a few minutes after that, you manage to emerge through the crowd, and there's a large open shop front with a fire pit filled with coal, a bellows that's being frantically pumped by a young boy, and a large burly man, shirtless but with an apron, beating away at some glowing hunk of metal.
Perception check to see if I remember this place. Or intelligence,
Sure.
I meant to say.
That'd be an intelligence check. Give me a 12.
11. -1, that's a 10.
You remember this place, and you remember it not being that useful, although you can't exactly remember why.
This place, they did some good work, but I feel like that, you know what? I mean, we got no other options right now, so I was like, you know what? Let's just see, maybe he got a decent strength. Doesn't have to be the best. We got the best. Cool. But at least let's hope we got a decent one. And I walk up to him like, hey, good day, sir. How you doing?
And he pauses in his beating on the metal, stuffs it into the hot coals, turns to you, hands on hips. Now, do any of you have Mabidna or Sarai in your language lists?
Sir Regios did for one of those, I believe.
Hey, Regios is in my head. So let's do this.
That doesn't count.
God dang it. No.
And that man plants his hands on his hips and goes, Prebara noha.
I go. Little boy, do you speak any known language?
And the little boy just sort of shrugs and says, I just work the bellows. I don't know what he says.
So then I just go, charades time, and I just pull out bow, string.
Roll a 12 side for performance.
That is a 7.
The man looks at you quizzically for a moment and then shakes his head and points his finger down the street a ways. Nahwana.
Oh, other shop?
Nahwana.
And Ronnie just bows her head, grabs Stryker by the arm and goes, let's go.
And I go, this is why I didn't like this place. And I guess we're just...
You just following along too? Do you want to take a crack at this guy?
I'm just gonna watch, observe.
He's gonna watch this whole burn. This is what he's gonna do.
The burly guy
he's just a long
shakes his head and turns back and gets back to work on his piece of metal that he's been beating to death.
He's beating this metal.
Yeah. You guys walk a little ways down the market square and come upon a couple of different shops. Ronnie, actually all three of you roll me 12 side for perception.
Side for perception.
That is a 6.
I got a 5.
Yo, this thing literally just screwed me over. I got a 1.
I told you should have just took one of the boxes. There's 4
Shut
of them
up.
here.
All right. Striker, you're looking like completely the opposite direction from the storefronts for some odd reason.
What is he talking about? Why not?
Ronnie and Noel, the two of you scan the storefronts to see if you might see anything that might have an association with a bow or bow string or something like that. And after a minute or two of looking around, you do see a single shop with a very small sign hanging out front that looks like 2 crossed arrows.
There it is.
Where's what? I don't see anything.
Turn this way, you numbskull.
I turn her the opposite way that she's, because I don't see where she's turning, pointing to, so I just turn the opposite, like, what do you mean? There's still nothing that way.
You completely miss the sign hanging over the store.
I was like, huh. And then I go turn around the way she's standing and say, so what are you oh, that way.
You are some sort of special, you know that?
That's what my mama used to say, but she used to say like, arr, 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 arr.
Oh, not this again. And Ronnie just walks over to the store.
What? That's how she used to say it.
And for some reason, in the back of your mind, Striker, you hear another voice saying, "Dear God, would you please stop with the antics already? Even she's getting sick of this. And she hasn't known you as long as I have."
Like, you meant my mother.
You going in, or what? What's going on here?
Let's go in.
I'm sitting there arguing with myself. Like, I'm going in here to get my strength, and I walk in.
You walk in. The shop seems to be rather small, a little bit cramped. But as soon as you walk in, you notice there are multiple hunting bows of various sizes and shapes, unstrung, hanging on hooks on the walls, and a variety of strings in a neat case on the countertop. And in a little corner of the room behind the counter, sitting at a stool with a fine carving knife and a piece of wood that looks like it is destined to become a bow, is a short little man with dark hair and sort of slanted eyes, busily whittling away. He pauses and looks up at you as you come in. Colleen, how may I help you?
Hello. Oh wow, that looks like one of my old bows, huh? And I go, I was wondering, do you have a string that might fit this bow right here? And I pull it out, look, and I say, hey.
And he puts his piece down that he's whittling away, twirls the knife deftly in his hands, and it disappears up his sleeve. And he stands up, and he is quite short, even shorter than Ronnie. Walks over to the countertop and extends a hand to you. My name's Shaitan.
Oh, yeah. And I hand it to him.
He takes the bow, sets it on the countertop, and extends his hand. My name's Shaitan.
Ronnie.
And I go,
Takes your
sorry,
hand, Ronnie,
sorry.
very eagerly.
I had to put the bow down to shake your hand. I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? The striker.
Striker, and he extends towards you, Noel. My name's Shaitan.
No.
No, Ronnie Striker. Yeah. Bowstring? He picks up the bow, regards it, nods, clearly impressed, turns it over. Yeah, bowstring, and sets it back on the countertop. Turns and disappears through a very small door in the back of the shop. A moment later returns with a very long, thin, fine-looking string. Pulls up the bow, and the bow is almost as tall as he is. And yet he threads the string on one end deftly and bends the thing down almost effortlessly to string it properly, and hands the strung bow up to you to test.
Oh, wow. I go, I grab it, and I go, oh, that's a fine string, sir. And I go, and I just real tightly, just softly go, cling, and just listen to the
It makes a nice tone.
I go,
Nice,
Weave.
clean tone.
Weaved
Oh.
with the finest steed hairs.
and I go, ooh, the arrows are gonna fly beautiful with this.
It's good bow. Shaitan strings, good strings.
Yes. This question: the condition of the bow still looks good to you, or do it need some
Oh
upkeep?
yes, yeah, very good.
Very good.
But Shaitan offer oils for rubbing.
Okay.
Make good, healthy bow. Yeah.
Okay. So that how much is for this right now?
For string and oil as 3 silver. 3
3
silver
silver?
pieces.
Got any extra arrows for longbows?
Oh yeah. What kind tip?
Diamond tip. I'm playing.
Diamond tip. I can't do that.
Wait.
I'll be 50 gold.
I know how much this costs. I was like, oh, hey, wait.
And Ronnie just decides to walk towards where the door is and leans up against the wall with her arms crossed.
I'm like, and it knows like, hey, but Striker, like, no armor could like defend against these heads.
I know this, but I don't have that much with me.
A moment later, the little man emerges from the back room with a stack of what probably looks like 50 arrows bundled in his arms, and he plops the stack down on the countertop.
Let me guess.
Diamond tip, very good pierce armor.
Let me guess. 20 gold, huh?
And he looks at you a little bit funny. 1 gold piece.
Oh shoot,
1 gold
that's
piece?
worth it, yo. For
It-
diamond tips.
Tests up
Oh,
an
yeah.
arrow and offers it to you to inspect.
I take it. I go. And can I do
So-
my little check on this real quick?
Yeah, sure. Give us 12.
I got it flopped really hard. It was 6.
6. The shaft seems to be good and straight, and of the appropriate weight and length for the bow that you have.
Hey, what you
The
trying to say?
fletching is clean
Shut
and
up.
smooth. Yeah.
Hey, all those arrows Uncle Arik made, they work.
I can't lie, they did work.
But they were crooked. And you notice the head on the arrow is a standard steel bodkin, diamond shape for piercing armor. It's not actually made of diamond. It's
Okay.
just diamond shaped.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Good. Those things are expensive if you try to go down. That's a 50 of that, 3. I only got 2 gold right now, so I'm like, you know what? It's worth it. I said, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. For good quality arrows.
Top my 2 gold pieces that I got left.
Okay, 50 arrow diamond tip, bowstring, bow oil, 1 gold piece and 4 silver piece.
4 silver piece. 1 gold piece and 4 silver piece. How much was the string by itself?
2 silver piece for string.
Kind of want a backup string too, but I'll come back for that later. So I was like, okay, I'll take the deal, and let's give him the 2 gold pieces straight up.
Ronnie looks at you. Hold your gold.
Huh?
Hold your gold.
But
Hold your gold. Sir, can you add an extra string to that? And Ronnie pulls out 2 gold pieces instead.
Yeah, extra string. And he rushes back into the little back room.
why
Just
would you
gonna
do
let-
that? Why can't I just?
You only
Hey,
have 2
my
gold
stuff.
left, right?
But I'm
Hold
a
on
man.
to it. You might need it.
But you
Trust me.
Hey, does this person sharpen weapons too, or he just does bow stuff?
Both stuff, obviously.
old stuff.
You can do a perception check to see if he has any other things lying around. Could be used for
Okay,
weapons.
okay. Let me roll for that then.
Give us a 12.
I rolled terrible on 4.
Well, you glance around and you don't see anything that looks like it might be used on edged weapons. It looks like it's just bows.
I go. So I was like, I wonder. So I'm gonna ask the guy something when he comes back.
He is coming back right now, an extra bowstring in hand.
And
He
I
lays that out on the countertop next to the arrows.
say, hold on, Ronnie. So, and I pull out my little short bow, regular bow arrows. I said, how much will it be for trade in with these?
Trade, and he takes one and inspects it and notices that the shafts are crooked and politely but firmly hands it back to him. No thank.
See, I told you.
What? That stuff works great.
It doesn't work with my long bow. If I had the short bow still, yes. But I don't have a short bow right now. So, I guess I'll save these for later when I get a short bow again. Put them back.
He glances between the two of you and says, so, 2 bowstring, 1 jar bow oil on 50 diamond tip arrow, 1 gold, and 6 silver piece.
Done.
He looks between you and finally settles on Ronnie and extends a hand for the gold.
Ronnie drops him the gold piece and the 6 silver.
He happily pockets it and then grabs your hand before you can withdraw it and shakes it firmly, and then scoops all the stuff off the counter and hands it to you, Ronnie.
Thank you kindly. And then Ronnie looks at Stryker and then just
I take it, I go take off my little quiver and just put everything in arrows in there, like, and then I take the oil and just like pull up my little rag or just whatever I got on my little cloth and just go shine you up real quick before I leave. And I just do it one more time, just go boing. And it's like,
Very
ooh.
nice, clean. So,
Now I put it on, I was like, I look at Ronnie in the face and I go, I owe you so much. And then I just walk out.
and Ronnie just kind of straightens up her coat and follows him out the door.
And,
All right.
and we left Note back there. We just locked the door inside. Like, have fun in here. I was like, I think it's time to go see. I think some time has passed. Let's go check on the body.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
you guys make your way back to the crematorium. Noel, are you going along? Are you gonna try and find somebody to sharpen your weapons?
I'm gonna try to find somebody. Oh wait, I asked Ronnie if I could borrow like a gold or 2.
Ronnie turns her head and looks at you. I just gave you like 10 or 20 gold back at the...
Oh yeah, 1 second. Wait, how much was that salve I spent money on? I know I had money left over.
I don't remember. You're gonna have to watch the episode and find out. You're responsible for your own items, man. Sorry,
Yeah.
I can't keep track of everything.
Yeah, sure. I know I don't have 0.
And this is what happens when you don't think to grab the character sheet and take the stuff off the character sheet and put it on the additional character sheet.
Yeah.
We're almost at the end of the episode anyway, so we can revisit that next one.
Yeah. But yeah, I go look for a place to sharpen my weapons.
Okay. Well, that blacksmith back up the way, although he didn't speak a word of your language, might be able to help you out with that. So, Ronnie and Stryker, you guys are making your way towards the crematorium. You get back there, and you see that there's still black, oily smoke spewing from one of the chimneys, although it's a different one this time. Make your way inside, and that infernal bell cheerfully rings to announce your presence. And the pasty white man looks up at you and raises his eyebrows. Your timing is impeccable. It is just finished. One moment. And rises from his place behind the table and disappears through the service entrance.
This guy's really creepy.
I'm pretty sure it comes with the job. But people would say you're pretty creepy. Does it come with your job?
Duh.
A moment later, the man emerges with a small ceramic vase capped off. Here's your friend. His clothes were removed. Do you want them, or shall I turn them over?
I'll take them.
Oh, very well. And he hands you the vase. And then claps, and one of those servants appears in the doorway with Seregios' clothing and boots neatly folded in a square, who presents them to you.
Thank you, good sir.
Will there be anything else? Any more of your friends or family in need of our services?
Luckily, not today.
Very good. You know where to find us when the time comes. And he bows elegantly.
Thank you. And with that, Ronnie turns towards the door, begins her march out of it.
And Stryker, as you move to follow, just before you exit, the pasty man calls back to you. Remember, the only certainty in this world is death.
And I go, yeah, that's how he died. And I go,
Peace be with you.
it was like, what was this? What was that? Peace be with you. Who was that? I don't trust that. I don't trust that. Peace be with me.
You'll be fine. Let's go. We need to go find Noel, and then we need to get to this oracle. You know the way. I don't. Let's go.
I mean, fine. Let's go get Noel. I mean, do we have to?
Yes.
Okay. Just remember, you said yes.
You guys start making your way back towards the market district, and that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Yay.
Oh, yay.
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 That was a fun
Don't
episode.
sound so cheerful.
Yay.
Am I supposed to sound but so cheerful, Mr. Mage?
Well, tell me, Seregios, how do you like your new pot?
Well, to be quite honest, it feels a lot better than riding on the back of Stryker's back. I will say that much.
You loved it.
Which
Now, Stryker, take the pot and shake it like a maraca.
Let's go.
hey, do that! Hey, stop it!
Yeah, he's in there. And let me add that to my inventory.
Somebody learned his lesson.
Oh, yes.
And yes, I am doing the Christopher Landon clap from the first Mortal Kombat movie.
That
guy was a meme actor, but yeah.
Alrighty then. Well, our adventure moves on apace. Maybe, sort of.
Kinda. I don't know.
You never know with this group. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy this kind of wacky content that we create here, and I really don't know why you would, because, let's face it, it's nuts. But if you do, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. There is a bell there that you can hit, kind of like the annoying chiming bell in the crematorium that's way too cheerful for the kind of content you actually get. But if you feel kind of masochistic, go ahead and hit that bell button as well, so you know when more of our idiocy comes out. If you don't like what you see here, then why are you here? I mean, why would you put yourself through more awful pain and suffering? Just go. Just go.
Because a masochist will do what a masochist. I can't talk anymore.
Failed.
Continuing to fail. And that is us. We are Fail PG, and we will see you on the next one, whether you like it or not.
Ooh.
I like the aggressiveness a little bit.
That's right.
Look, the machismo of this guy.
The cojones.
You got to tell people where it's at, and what's going on here. I am the Mighty Mage. I say we'll see you, whether you like it or not.
Bye.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.